Okay.
Audio is being recorded this time.
Previously on the island of Sol.
Previously on Dragon Ball Z. Ah!
Oh, it was my uncle!
That goes on for a while. Your cats think you're insane.
You have a bird!
Horatio does in fact have a bird. He has Matt Smith, the parrot.
He has his own character sheet!
He does.
I love it! You gave him a background and everything! Oh my god!
I didn't give him a background. That's the Ranger Beastmaster rules.
I just saw text and I got excited.
No, you see, he was born a long 3 years ago. it's always 3 years.
3 years ago.
All 3 years ago.
Twice already. Now pause.
Anyway,
Pause.
as you all awaken on your final day upon the island of Solasay, what would you like to do?
What about the whole Grace thing? Or did we not?
You did not sleep, or did you try? Did you try to sleep?
She didn't, I believe.
I was gonna say, we kind of left off on just,
Uh,
I don't feel so good.
Oh, I thought that meant you went back. Okay.
Yeah, we went back after.
Sorry.
So
You talk about the fact that you're not registering a creature.
I'm not registering as a creature, what?
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
she is in fact not being picked up by Detect Good and Evil, which picks up Celestials, Fiends, Fae, Aberrations, and Undead. And she is
Does he come up as a Fae because he's half elf?
very, very slightly, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to my boy Franklin because I think we need some healing potions.
If we do need to head to Franklin,
I'm gonna go talk to my boy Franklin.
Why are you going to Franklin?
He was the. Oh, sorry, no, that was the bank guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The image, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be an
I thought
issue.
it was Franklin. No, I don't remember who the other one was.
What was his name? Oh.
Jackass, Cien, didn't lie.
Oh, right. It was, the Birdman. Okay, but I think these two were doing something, so we'll do that in a second.
Okay.
Ozzy, sorry.
Question there, lad.
Huh?
Lash. Are you sure you're real?
I feel real. I mean, I feel weird. I don't think I slept last night.
Or the night before.
She wouldn't have slept, right?
Would she have tried to? She wouldn't have felt tired.
Yeah, she probably would have tried to.
She would not have slept. And she would have felt just sore around her neck and wrists.
Mm. She hasn't eaten in a whole day.
Nope.
Oh my god,
N-
look at your... Look at
Oh.
She was sent to a BDSM party.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we like the
Grace is as innocent as we thought!
No.
She is absolutely at a BDSM party.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's nice, because it was technically Brit that kidnapped.
It was technically Brit, yeah.
Brett, why?
Well, Horatio was like,
Not Hora, it was Langland.
I know.
Ling Bing, the tiny strapping one.
I kidnapped someone by
The
accident.
orphan of evil.
Who was weaponized on Kar-Gash's shoulders.
None of that had to do
Yeah.
with who she made a deal in the arena.
No one watching will know what's going on because we didn't get any of this. All of the really important story shit all got fucked up because I didn't record the audio. So yeah.
Her making the deal deal was recorded.
It was, yeah.
The fact that she got knocked out and kidnapped was.
Should I do a quick recap of the last session?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
This is already a fucking clusterfuck. What is going on?
D&D!
This time on Har Thursdays, our epic crew of semi-pirates, we're not sure, decided, hey, we're on an island, let's buy shit. They bought shit. Grace was kidnapped. Dun, dun, dun. But the next morning, she woke up in her bed at the very inn she had been abducted from. Whoa!
I feel like I missed
Wacky.
about half of that because you just went quiet, but you know,
Oh, I got all of it.
that's alright.
Oh, I go
We'll fill in
quiet.
the blanks.
Don't you worry.
I heard 90 of it.
After an impromptu visit to the uncle of Grace, Balasar noticed something weird, and so he Scottishly cast Detect Good and Evil, and he detected no and he detected no fiendishness from our tiefling bard. What could that mean? We now rejoin the cast of characters as they're trying to figure out things and stuff and other things
Yes.
and stuff
And skin must get fabulous.
and a recap.
Oh, you forgot that Horatio got a new hat and he's got a bird now.
Horatio got a new hat and he's got a bird now.
His name is Matt!
End of recap point 5.
Yeah, so we upped our budget and we got a narrator.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like SpongeBob.
Oh god.
Set sail for adventure and become the pirate king of your own destiny. Hokage.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
But
Oh,
yes.
would you prefer a game show announcement?
So fuck, I'm losing track of time. You
And after she was kidnapped, she got the chance to win $25,000.
That's not much.
let's see. So
Grace is like, that's not much.
yeah, so you tried to sleep last night and you could not sleep. You because it was the night before that things happened. So yeah, okay, so we're one day in. Good to know. But you awaken on this final morning and you were wanting to go see Asher, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is there just long pauses of speed? Like, is that my internet, or that's just...
I think
That's
it's
probably because I'm hearing Oddy just fine.
Yeah.
He didn't pause any way through that?
No.
Okay, yeah, my shit's fucked up.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Try
it's interesting.
rejoining.
Yeah,
What the fuck is...
rejoin, and if
I'm
that
gonna
doesn't
restart
fix
the
it,
computer. I'll be back in a second. Hold on.
okay.
I'm gonna restart my mind.
Oh, but yeah, Balasar asked her if she knew that she wasn't. She was asking her if she was real.
Yep.
I mean, feel real. Hurt. Do I feel real?
How do we know?
Yeah, Lash, you feel real.
Where are you grabbing her, Balasar?
A gentleman never asks and a lady never tells. Yeah.
That was my shoulder.
Alright, isn't that?
Yeah, give away all the juicy secrets, why don't you?
Alright.
But
So have we reconvened with the others, or?
Sure. You could have. Yeah. I would say from the events of last night to this morning, you would have re-met with the others at the inn.
Yeah.
And this is sort of the next morning. You're all just sitting in the blushing tankard, eating scrambled eggs and potatoes.
Yeah, I like scrambled eggs.
Grace is eating
I like
nothing.
potatoes.
Wait, hold on. Can Horat have scrambled eggs? Is that racist?
He has absolutely no perception that they come from birds.
Matt Smith
He's
feels
always
weird.
feeding them to Matt.
He's feeding them to Matt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Like that.
You're gonna traumatize Matt.
That's already traumatized. Or I probably shouted at a fucking sea maiden from the ship last night.
Oh yeah, and Grace probably would have spazzed out about his new adorable hat and his new adorable bird friend.
Horace very fond of his hat. You know, he keeps like periodically checking his shoulder and fixing Matt's one side.
Oh.
It's gotta be right.
Bow ties are cool.
Bow ties it? Oh my god! Yeah, I got to say that because I wore a bow tie at the thing. Yeah.
Yay.
Bow tie.
Brah, bow ties are cool. Brah.
Quack.
Quack.
That bird's gonna learn so many horrible things.
Oh, it absolutely is.
God.
But yeah,
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
that was actually one of fucking Kokiri's lines, wasn't it?
Yes.
Horse the left leg.
Oh my God.
Alright, Kar-Gash, put on pants.
Brah, the captain's coming!
Well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Except Spanish. Brah, the captain's coming. Put on pants, Kar-Gash. He's not here to defend himself.
Dos huevos. Oh, did he go to sleep?
Oh, 101?
No, 101's here.
Yeah, it's about-
Okay.
Very quiet.
He's getting into character.
He's a method actor.
I am. Yes, so you all wanted to go, or you two wanted to go speak to Asher. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if it was okay to just kind of keep moving along. Or
Oh,
whatnot.
absolutely, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Then, yeah, she doesn't feel great, but she thinks, still, you know, we're gonna be leaving soon, even if I'm not feeling good. I'd like to see Asher again.
Yeah.
Balasar is curious about why she doesn't register as anything.
Slept and hasn't eaten and didn't feel good at all, sore all over.
Has she told Balasar any of that?
Yeah, she probably woulda. Actually, she definitely woulda.
She is an open book.
The world of tomorrow.
Then again, Balasar's always been a bit curious as to how some of the more soft-fleshed races aren't always sore and in pain.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jeez, man.
get your mind out of that.
I'm not the one who wants to sleep with a Dragonborn, okay? That's you, Tori.
Hey,
Hey, I can't help
hey,
it, they're
don't
hot.
touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
No.
Oh, hey, welcome back, Will.
action.
Hopefully that fixed it, maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Jesus.
We're just discussing how Tor is a scaly.
Shut up.
Let him back for that.
Oh, yeah, you know.
That's the person that wanted the orc from the Sunday game.
What? Oh.
You did too!
So did you! Hold on!
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're like trying to fuck the dude, and he and Sony are in a fucking relationship. You're like, oh, I'm gonna fuck that dude. What?
Neither one of us care.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tori?
So, what are we doing now?
No lash can resist the sporen.
He's gonna Scottishly cast all over you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a kill. It comes off easy.
Well, you can tell him something interesting. You can tell him.
Oh.
Does it have a butt flap?
No. No.
Oh yeah, he wears it traditionally too. He wears it forever. And it's not just a
I know
coat.
what that means.
It's a utility belt.
You have a
All
fuck.
the utilities of your favorite cup holders and a tool belt as well. All the love and comfort of the Scottish Islands.
No,
Utility belt.
never borrow a
For
straw.
breeze.
Yeah.
God fucking damn
I
it.
was about to say, just imagine a strong breeze.
Yeah.
It just blows up. Asher!
Yes! Gone to see Asher.
Okay. The lights are on in his room, and the door is open. He seems to be packing.
She knocks first. Asher?
Hello?
Hey.
British now.
Yeah, he's British now.
I don't know. I don't remember his original accent.
Irish.
He was Tater Muncher before.
Oh, that's right. Hello. How are you doing? Am I too Irish now?
No, because it sounds like
Well,
Paladin.
it's a little too sweet Irish. You need a little more, you know.
Oh right, fuck you.
Whore's the lot of ya?
Whore's a lot of you. All right, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
Nothing but a lot of cunts. All right, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's go with that. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Do it live. Anyway,
Do it live!
you're packing up?
Hey, I think I've seen enough of what Solase has to offer me.
Amen, brother.
You're not here. He shouts from across the island.
Who are you yelling at?
Also known as pirate.
Everyone's a pirate here.
Yeah, pirates.
But, well, we were probably gonna be leaving out soon too.
Where are you heading?
Think somewhere. Think a water temple or something. I don't know.
That's...
Or wait, she wouldn't know exactly, would she? Just another island.
You're in an archipelago, dear. That's very specific.
Hmm.
Well, if you ever find yourself heading back to Kinedon, don't tell your father you saw me. Please.
You say don't tell.
Don't tell your father you saw me. We don't get along.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be going back anyway, so.
Eh,
She shrugs.
good. Good. Stay away from that lot.
This is all well and good, but I've got a quick question for her. Who is this guy again?
It's Asher, my uncle.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ah, okay.
quick question. Is your niece real? Does she exist?
Balasar!
Who's questioning this?
I believe so. I'm not.
Is it?
God
Yeah.
damn it. Fuck.
Well, you're very obviously a fiend. Lovely little
That's
tieflings and all that.
racist,
But-
but okay.
She doesn't register as one.
That's weird.
Types into his
Yeah.
computer.
That was my thought as well, but didn't want to assume. Thought she might have been a golem or something.
Her father was into weird things, but not that kind of weird. I've gone Irish again.
Okay, so she came from her mother. And the mother was red
Balasar,
as
this
well.
is weird.
Well, you haven't slept or eaten in 2 days last.
Yeah.
No, see, that's weird. Are you feeling alright?
Well, I kind of thought maybe it was just from the fight in the arena, but like he said, I haven't slept and days and eaten, sore all over. And the weird taste in my mouth. I can't explain it. Shut up. God damn it. You're the one that said it was part of the thing. Shut up.
I did too. I mean, you might want to get your boyfriend checked out. Anyway, no wait, he's a paladin. He's immune to all that.
Well, I was apparently told that it tasted like cotton candy.
Sorry.
Like, man, I said it was cotton candy. Cotton candy and hatred. Thank you very much.
Grace doesn't know the flavor of either of those things.
Well, be safe out there. I don't know what's going on with you, but, I'll have my friends look into it, see if they can figure out what's going on. I have ways of getting a hold of you.
Okay. You be safe too wherever you go.
Oh, I think I'm heading over to Zion. Ireland's a bit of a shithole, but there's work.
I feel like this. I'm missing like 90% of what's being said.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
God.
sorry, Will.
Oh,
Just continue without me. I'll see if I can fix it. I'll be back later, hopefully.
this is unfortunate. What touch your feet? He's gone.
God, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does. Don't want me to miss things.
Detect magic would just detect the presence of magic being used. It wouldn't tell me. It wouldn't tell me what kind of magic it is.
I believe it will tell you the school of magic.
Ooh.
I went to Britini in high school.
Detect magic. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okie doke.
You ever do it?
Yeah. Tempted. Let's do it.
Alright.
Detect magic. Yeah. Just kind of leave a paper trail.
Okay.
Collect the skill stuff.
Okay. So, around you, within 30 feet of you, do you cast this while you're still in the room with Asher? Or on your walk back?
I'll pop on my phone for now. So I can at least
Say
know what's
walk
going
back.
on.
Did you say?
Jeez.
Yeah, she gave him a hug.
Yeah.
Part of a will.
So your sword glows and is enchantment. Grace glows with illusion magic.
Oh no.
Balasar pokes her shoulder.
She
Careful of your claw.
You feel that. It is very powerful illusion magic.
Illusion magic. What?
Well, Ashley, I've got some good news and some bad news.
What?
Well, which do you want first?
Good news?
Good news is I figured something out.
Okay.
Bad news is I figured something out.
How can that be both good and bad?
Well, it really depends on what I figured out. Well, seems you're an illusion.
But you poked me.
You're a really good illusion.
You're very convincing.
Yes.
Very convincing.
Balasar,
Yep.
as you say that,
Uh-oh.
Grace faints on the spot.
No.
She did.
Grace. You don't seem to faint, but your surroundings completely change. You are standing on cracked black stone beneath a red, burning sky.
Oh, fuck.
Large obsidian gates stand before you.
We gotta find the sigil stone.
You see a howl. Or, you see a howl. You hear a howl. And then another. And another.
Whoa, is that a howl?
I fucked up. That was my bad.
You're tired, to be fair.
And you see a large black three-headed dog step forward.
Shit, it says Sean Benjamin.
She is gonna take a few steps back.
It's about 200. It's about 200 feet away. So it doesn't seem to be coming any nearer to you.
Is there somewhere she can hide? Like a rock or something she can hide behind?
Yeah, you can see all around you are these just jagged, sharp chunks of just stone. If you want to hide behind one, you could certainly find one.
Yes.
Alright. You hide behind the stone, and the dog's attention seems to turn elsewhere. However, your attention is pulled. Not towards the gates, towards whatever this place might be, but behind you.
Will I do that?
Across a sea of fire, you see a singular island with a tower. Chains holding the tower down. And you remain transfixed upon this tower. For suddenly you snap back to reality, lying on the ground in front of Balasar.
Jeez. What?
Well, you fainted last.
No, I did?
I
Lost
guess.
all your
That's...
XP in a Pokemon battle. Take it to a Pokemon Center.
Well,
No, wait, it was like I was somewhere else. Like, awake, but somewhere else.
Is she still an illusion?
Yeah, last 10 minutes, she still registers as an illusion.
She describes what she saw with the black cracked ground, the sky, and the three-headed dog to him.
Balasar, make a religion check.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god, I don't know.
That's a cult. She's a sacrifice to the Dark Lord.
giant chain tower, I'm thinking it's a lot worse than a fucking but I don't know that, so...
You don't know anything about a tower, but... I mean... Three-headed dog, black gates, red sky. Sounds like hell. A hell. You're not sure which one.
The hell where cars are made with the incorrect parts.
Yeah. I don't like that place.
There is an orange-haired man currently sitting in a seat of power. Political.
Let's fucking plug this shit back in. You better fucking work, motherfucker.
Oh, it's Dom Daniels. Obama.
Just
Oh,
not
sorry, I'm not.
So, yeah, this is basically just deductive reasoning from here on Balasar's part.
Yep.
Well, once again, I've got good news and bad news.
Okay.
Looks a
Which
bit
you want
like
first?
that.
Good, please, good.
I figured something out. The bad news is, you're in hell.
But I'm right here.
No, yeah. Yes, you are, but no, yeah.
The real you is chained in hell. You
It's
got
like Thor Ragnar's rock.
Your real body is somewhere on another plane. This is an illusion that's being I don't know, remote piloted or something. I never was very good at that spell casting and all that.
Oh, shit.
Weird, Paladin.
It's not his
Which is
fault.
why I got a sword.
Sword.
Focus.
I'm being told things.
So Grace is in hell, huh?
Allegedly.
It's a bad place.
Well, shit, what better time than to go to a fucking water temple?
Yeah! Hell puts out. No, wait, water puts out hellfire.
She'll be
What do we do? Or what can be done? Can I get out? Wait, am I dead?
Am I dead?
Sounds like you've been plane shifted. If you were dead, you'd be dead. Gone.
Oh,
So,
Oh, fuck, I didn't
did you eat anything strange lately, lad?
no.
Did you make a deal with an imp, a goblin, or a strange man with a tattoo?
What was that last one you said?
Strange man with a tattoo?
You're supposed to put that one in the middle.
That's canon. He said it.
Yeah, back when we first got here on the sorry, day of the on the day of the festival, I was trying to get back to see Asher, and a guy said that he could help me for a small favor, but this doesn't seem like a small favor. This is big.
Yeah. Favors don't usually involve kidnapping. They usually involve helping someone move or telling them to get a restaurant.
You, Shantae, can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I agree with far away Willtastrophe.
Actually, I'm about to run back over to Asher and see if he knows anything about the guy real quick. Well, I guess he'd be busy. But Shantae is a good.
Yeah. It seems I've had a bit of genius. The way Genie Lash. She runs a mystical artifact shop.
We saw her yesterday.
That's right. Now,
She said I looked enchanted. Not enchanting.
There you go.
Balasar just pats her head and says, that would be a detail.
Can we go see her?
I believe we kind of have to.
She doesn't want to just assume that he'd be okay with going with her. Can we tell the others?
I love how she's still being nice.
Yeah, she's freaked out, but she's not about to lose, asking, can we go do this or that?
Oh, you motherfuckers.
What the other shit they were going? Did you catch where they're going to?
No, I didn't.
Well, let's head there and hope we run into one of them. Or all of them, terrific.
Chapter number 3, I'll be back.
Alright.
Okay.
Before we do that, 101, what are you doing?
I don't
I've
know.
got here right now.
Huh?
Ready?
You have no idea? Kar-Gash is passed out on the ship.
Gashing around.
He's found a blacksmith that doesn't recognize him.
Oh, he's got the entire fucking town.
No, he's put on a pair of Beagle Puss glasses and he's gone back to the same black.
No, leave him. He's probably dead.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
different
need
person.
3 more actors.
He probably hung himself on the rafters after he left. Let's be real.
Jesus Christ.
I thought there was a gunshot that came from the his place.
No.
Yeah, it's the saddest thing. You know, just a week before that, his wife had died, and she left him nothing but that anchor.
And then his dog ran away like 3 days after that.
And he was only a week from retirement. I don't know if you knew that.
His son was going to take over the business.
He had been teaching him
For those of you who weren't here, because I fucked up the audio, last week, Kar-Gash went to a blacksmith and proceeded to order a very complicated, overcompensating anchor for about 40 minutes because he can't speak. And it was a very elaborate design.
You want that one?
You want this one? And then when asked for the 40 gold, Kar-Gash just walked away.
I thought he intimidated him.
He did.
Chained tower. Oh no, that's very dangerous.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's working a little better. You guys aren't cutting out.
Okay.
Yay!
I'll just go to my phone, use my data, and just keep roll 20.
I'm so happy that
You fucking asshole! I will actually take your ass.
Next time Cien sees Balasar, he'll just run up and kick his butt.
I will fucking fly to Arkansas, and you and I are gonna have a fucking meltdown, motherfucker.
There's no airports in Montana.
No?
You can't.
You want to do that?
Look, Will, I'm not saying that I don't know how you'd perform in a fight, but have you seen Auzzy? Let's...
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
Did you grab the shotgun?
I'm a delicate little thing.
Shut the fuck up, Ozzy.
Little flowering.
Auzzy is our special little snowflake. He is our precious bean.
Exactly.
I bruise like a Georgia peach.
Okay, you fucked it up.
Does this displease you, Daddy?
Oh god, please no.
Daddy, tell me your secret, Daddy.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Getting a bit more on track.
Yeah. Let's get back on track a little bit.
So Grace just dies outright.
No!
Anyway. You two are running to Britt, did you want to do anything?
But for the entire time this has been happening, Horror is just like running around in circles with the pub while Matt is also flying around in circles in the pub. And eventually he's going to hit.
You are currently being chased around by two gnomes with brooms. And while you're doing so, there's a third gnome in the corner playing the Benny Hill theme.
Get out of here, you penguin bastard!
I hope that Jason.
You trampled my wife!
Oh god.
No! That was the hero disaster!
I think I break Tori every game.
Just a little bit.
Alright.
If it wouldn't hurt him and make Horror jump out the window.
Make a dexterity check. Hora is being chased around the inn by two gnomes while a third gnome, or two gnomes with broom, while a third gnome is playing the Benny Hill theme.
Also known as Yakety Sax for those who are listening.
Yes. Brett, make a dexterity check. To jump out the window.
Oh, God.
We're never gonna be allowed back in this inn.
It's okay, we're going to a different island. It's fine. But you said saving
This
throw?
is fine.
No, that's fine.
Yay!
Luckily for you, because you didn't check before, but the window was open.
Oh my god!
And you hop out the window and run down the road.
I'd like you to know that you're lucky this window is open because finding glass men on a Sunday, fucking impossible. Then Horatio just sort of scuttles away.
Can he jump out the window and right at that moment they're right at the inn and he jumps right into Balasar's arms?
Yeah, I want that to be a thing.
Can it
No.
please?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, by the collar.
Hold on.
Horatio.
There's a wonderful meme for this that we should post.
Good morning,
As he
lad.
jumps out the window, the jazz music stops.
Hello, Balasar. We can't go in this pub anymore because apparently I trampled someone's wife.
That's fine.
Horatio,
Checkout was
what?
this morning.
I didn't mean to.
As long as you're sorry, that's okay.
There's a piece of a skirt stuck to his left foot.
Oh my god!
Someone.
I will remind you, he's a penguin, and he trampled someone.
That's sad. Like, not sad as in, oh, that's unfortunate. That's sad as in, that's pathetic. You
No.
died trampled by a penguin.
Well,
No one said she was dead.
The thing is, his great aunt Carla was a platypus, so he's got poison.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
Carlo?
Oh, the Britini.
His Granite Carla. Don't judge her life choices.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No one said she was dead, but Cien,
That's still pathetic.
What's up?
you were going to see the alchemist.
Yes, whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't remember, and I'm not gonna pull up the sheet.
Okay,
Aw.
that's fine.
All right.
As he walks in, he'll raise his hand, so, you know, the bell that opens when he opens the door, he just holds it and just walks in so it doesn't ring.
What brings you before Squab Namor, the alchemist?
Jesus Christ, Ozzy. How long have you been awake?
I'm in a mood.
Not as long as 101.
Yeah, no, not near as. Since about midnight last night.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
help
midnight.
me.
Yeah.
As you open the door, you hold the bell, and
Exactly half as long as.
there is a familiar, small, gnome-sized birdfolk behind the counter, currently turned away from you, leaning over a back table with some sort of powderish substance smeared across of it.
Can you say opportunity?
It is a white powdered substance.
Excuse me.
He jumps about 3 feet into the air, turns around, and a wing just brushes it all off the table.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't really care what the drugs you're doing. I need to buy some potions. Oh, and Cien would have can we say Cien brought the scroll with him so you can have that checked out? He's made a
I thought
scroll.
we retconned the scroll.
Well,
Did we retcon it? I don't remember.
You have there is a scroll, and you could bring it with you.
Okay.
I don't know why you would bring it to an alchemist.
Oh, that's right. He's
So we can sheath it.
Okay. Also, he took
yeah,
it.
he'll grind it up and snort it.
I'll go see.
Well, I can tell you what magic it was.
So, yeah.
All right, you want to buy potions?
Yeah, what's this dude got?
What kind of potions are you looking for?
Definitely some healing potions.
Okay.
And if I could find some, like strength potions or something that could make him a little stronger, temporarily or something. Just kind of peruse whatever he would have for those two things. You know. Not too worried about anything else.
Okay, so as he runs you around this very cramped interior, bottles upon bottles lining the walls, he points you at a plaque that says healing potions, 60 gold apiece.
Oh god. Can I discern what kind of healing potions there are? Like standard?
Standard.
Standards. That's 2d4. Wow, that's expensive as fuck.
That is expensive. Jesus.
Yeah, that is.
How many does he have?
Keeping your ass alive. It's a seller's market.
About 7.
About 7 of them.
Hope we can find another secret pirate stash to raid.
I know, that was lucky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was exceedingly lucky.
As you look at the price and kind of just, what's your life worth, scuzzbag?
Oh my god.
What's the other? Oh, fuck.
Aw.
See, I was just gonna shoot him a look. Okay. And then what about like strike potions? Do you have anything like that?
There would be.
Kar-Gash with you, intimidate him.
Yeah, two potions.
There would be a potion of growth, like the last one you had, for let's say 150 gold.
Magic. Right. Oh, it's not in there. Oh, potions are there. What that does.
It made you bigger.
Yeah, a little more damage. How much was that?
150 gold.
Okay.
And then there are an assortment of other potions. I'm looking for my fucking paper. It's over here. There it is. He has a ruby elixir in a triangular bottle.
Okay.
Would you wake up a bugbear?
Yeah.
He says it.
Is it something I could just look up?
No is the issue.
Okay.
He points at it and says, "Are you feeling lucky, punk?"
No, I'm feeling like your price is a little high.
It's a hairy dirt potion.
Yeah.
Imagine you can't seduce him.
He points at the ruby elixir and says, 15 gold pieces.
Cien will pat him on the head and walk out.
You walk out, you don't buy anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not gonna patron that fucking bullshit. Alright, I'll hit him with Shantae's and see what this scroll's about.
We only support good businesses here.
Yeah, he's a fucking crook.
He's a
I would have offered him 80 for 2 of them, but nah, fuck that dude. He's not getting shit.
He's a bad man. He's a man who didn't support the war effort.
To be fair, you did kind of piss him off when you came in, but...
I thought he was doing drugs. I told him I didn't give a shit.
Don't do drugs on the job, boyo.
I don't give a shit what you're doing. I just want to fucking buy shit. I'm getting 60 gold for a fucking fuck you, dude.
That white powder
To be fair-
was actually the key ingredient to an anti-miser potion. It was gonna cure the curse of his greed and turn him into the ultimate philanthropist.
To be fair, well, 60 gold is actually about how much they cost in an urban setting.
Oh, I know. Cien just doesn't want to pay that.
Oh, okay.
No, I get that. Cien doesn't want to fucking pay that.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
We are cheap motherfuckers.
They'd be like 75 on Sonus.
I mean, Cien's not a very cheap guy. Like he'll expense-wise, he doesn't care when it comes to buying shit for his looks, but that shit to him.
I was gonna say, yeah, you spent like how much money on your damn outfit the other day?
How much you did, though?
Yeah.
Well,
But at the same time, you have to realize Cien looks at that and just sees a liquid in a bottle, so it's not worth that much.
Hey, Tori, he is gonna have the most fabulous open casket funeral you've ever seen.
Is it gonna be one of those glitter
There's
coffins?
gonna be a very bizarre black dude wearing a half poncho. Yeah, he's just gonna be looking at everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be a glitter coffin.
Yeah, so at this point, I would say, since you're wanting to get the scroll identified, you would see Balasar carrying Horatio over his shoulders,
Alright.
piggyback style,
Alright.
and Grace walking forward towards Shantae's Pirate's Curse.
Would you be holding Balasar's horns and just going.
Yes.
Wave towards him and walk up to him.
Hello, Cien! I could have got down 15 minutes ago, but this is really enjoyable. Also, I think I seriously injured someone's life, but I apologize, so it's okay.
You do see a piece of a pink blouse attached to his foot.
We should have talked to Shantae, please.
Horat, do I want to know what you've done?
We can't go back to the bar anymore because they shot us with anachronistic weaponry.
Well, just the opening part of us first addressing Shantae.
Okay, we're going to the water temple. I'm sure they'll have a coffee shop.
Where's Kar-Gash, by the way?
Oh, yes.
Where is Kar-Gash? Would I know where he is?
He's sleeping, right?
I believe he was passed out on the deck of the ship unless 101 wanted to do something.
Oh. I was gonna say,
He's
who's gonna
probably
wake up a bugbear?
messing around with the oranges and lemons, you know.
Yeah, he's noticing
Meticulously inspecting them.
he's noticing that he is about half empty on both barrels.
Were we at the inn last night, or did...
You were at the inn last night, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I have no clue where he is.
He's taking meticulous account of every single dimple on the rinds of the citrus fruits.
I don't think he'll be hard to find. Let's get whatever we need done.
Where's Annabelle?
Annabelle's also on the ship.
Okay.
Balance of probability sticks probably with Kar-Gash.
They're good friends.
Yeah. So, pirate skirts!
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
The glowing neon is just as fabulous as ever. You all walk in.
Okay.
You see, not as busy as it was. There's a handful of customers, and there are 3 Shantaes running the floor.
Grace walks up to the
Cien
one.
just kind of groans.
Grace walks up to the one at the counter. Miss Shantae?
Yes?
I think I'm in hell. I really wanted to do that.
Balasar
This is a new development.
Balasar just kind of leans over to see, says, "Well, the wee lash is an illusion."
She's a what now?
Did you ever say Dr. Who?
She's a magical construct, being autopiloted somewhere else.
Yeah, what he said.
Balasar, she's not that fantastic. She's just a tiefling.
But he did a thing, what was it?
Oh no, she is an illusion. That's absolutely true.
Detect magic.
Yes, detect magic. And apparently I'm not a tiefling. Or something.
Yeah, lass, just the you that's standing
Oh,
right
yes.
there.
Can you?
I'm somewhere else.
Can you still heal us?
I don't know.
She's translucent.
She turns back to Shantae. Can I still heal them?
Yes, the magical effect surrounding you does not prohibit you from using any of your current abilities in the exact same way as it does not impede myself or 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 myself.
She's done.
Shantae's saying myself in sequence.
Oh my god. They all just everywhere start chanting.
All over the island. Just hear the rhythmic cancer.
Jan starts his nose bleed and just starts screaming.
Myself!
No, he'll walk up to the counter, slam the scroll down, and say, "What is this?"
It's a scroll.
Thank you, Horat.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you asking for an identification service?
Okay, he'll grab the scroll and walk out.
Okay. Don't slam things on my counter! And then
Go back to the ship. He's takes his fucking
That'll
island.
be gold.
Oh.
You know what? I will give the scroll to Balasar as I walk out, and I'm gonna punch out her. Does she have? Okay, what's her door made of?
It's a bead door.
I like
A bead door. As I walk out, I'm just gonna pull a few of them down and just keep walking.
Dude, what the fuck? They're enchanted and they wrap around him.
Oh god.
They start wrapping around his throat.
As you walk out, you hear a very faint snapping of the fingers, and they just reattach.
Oh, okay. See, figured. He's like, whatever.
Oh, they're not anal beads.
He's just going back to the ship. He's done.
It's a squid golem made out of anal beads.
No, see, Tori, that's the curse she put on him that'll happen when he sleeps, is he'll just have to wake up and pull those out.
I realize there's one wrapped around his ankle.
Yeah.
No thank you.
I am not role-playing that.
Shantae will explain to Grace that she is currently a magically created duplicate in the very similar way to the other Shantaes. Not full simulacrum, but a lot of the effects are the same.
Okay.
It is an extremely powerful illusion. The real her has to be on this plane still. And that she is mentally connected to it. So that anything that happens to that body, this body will be aware of in some form, and vice versa.
Is there a way to tell where?
Backtracking magic is complicated. There would be a way, but it would take time.
Would it help if you knew who did it? Because I think I know who done it.
That would help. I could certainly try.
Well, I guess more as a heads up, this guy might be bad news.
I need dice, hold
I
on.
remember he had a black hand tattoo on his shoulder.
As you say that, as you say black hand tattoo, her eyes flash upwards with alarm. As you say eyes are gold, she drops the book she was holding. And she says, "That's bad news. You said you think you're in hell?
Yeah.
Do you know why tieflings have yellow eyes?" Asmodeus.
All the sons, and they have to carry it with them everywhere they go.
Grace just shakes her head. No, I don't.
The Nine Hells have a corrupting influence on anything that enters them. Fiends that spend too much time there all grow to have certain traits. Depending on which hell you're in, it could be a never-ending onslaught of flies, it could be an icy touch, it could be yellowed eyes, it could be blackened skin. The plane of Avernus, the first hell, the gate to hell, the one closest to the never-ending abyss, is the one where yellow eyes are the most common. The gentleman you've described has been a growing concern of those of us in the arcane community of the archipelago.
Oh.
He has allegedly allied himself with a very powerful entity that was sealed away in Avernus a long time ago. If he has you, the real you, then I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Let's kill him.
You know, the wish you the best is basically you saying you're washing your hands.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere near that.
Hmm.
Look, I've got.
Merry Christmas too.
I am an extremely powerful extraplanar deity. Being. Not really a deity. That guy scares me shitless. Quite frankly.
Let's kill him.
We'll get to that.
Cien hang out around the door. He just keeps peeking and saying that.
Yes.
He's leaned up. He's leaned up against the outside, and every time somebody passes by, he says, "Let's kill him."
Just burn this fucking place to the ground. Nobody will miss it.
No.
No, he's going back to the ship. That's just me fucking around.
Well, thank you for the information at least.
Hold on, I need to make a check.
A Merry Christmas to you
Who are you
too.
making out to?
I'm making a check. I'm not making out to anyone.
Can it be a check
You
for
really shouldn't
$100?
false advertise like that, Oddy. That's pretty fucked up, dude.
Yeah, like, I first advertised my shoe shining business as a gun manufacturing agency, and I'm just breaking my ministry of defense.
Hold on, she says as she looks at Grace.
Ramblering too. Did you just blow on your dice?
Yes, it's Dice Mojo.
It's
Like
good
it.
luck.
It's like, three packs for that. Ow.
Okay.
You know what? I should use my dice. I fucking bought them. Why am I not using them?
I should
Oh.
use two.
Okay.
Alright, who wants to be used today?
Oh, the target must make a wit. Okay.
I'm missing dice. Oh no.
You can see in here a particular creature that you choose in the same plane. Oh, wait. She's not scrying on him. She's scrying on you. You are currently standing in front of her. So that'd be a minus 10. Hold on.
Ah, there's the red one. It's the black one. She was in that yesterday.
Grace, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
No, oh.
As Shantae begins casting a spell.
I'm gonna put you in the other hell.
Aw.
Minus 5. Minus 10. Okay, so negative 4. Good.
Okay.
Wow. I didn't blow on him. No, that's what it is. Wow, that actually worked. Okay.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
So, Shantae's eyes glaze over with a purple energy as
Whoa.
she begins speaking. She says, I see a dark room. I see you chained to a table. There are chalices collecting your blood. And there are figures in red cloaks with black hands on the back of them, chanting. She wouldn't be able to tell you exactly where, because the spell is not is a bit limited to that. However, one of the cloaked figures is looking right at me, and she gets blasted back and thrown into a wall.
Oh,
Shantae does.
Jesus.
Into the back of the wall?
Yes.
60.
Wait, she got knocked back? Damn.
Yeah.
Shantae, are you okay?
Oh.
Oh, my head hurts. That was not pleasant.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I think that's everything.
Hello?
Okay. But yeah, she explains to you that you are currently being drained of your
Okay, I'm
blood.
on Discord spot, so sorry if I'm interrupting stuff I can't hear. I'm gonna read.
British!
Hello?
Hi,
I
Brett.
can hear anything. Is that better now?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Red F, an investment that works. What about? Okay, here's redf.org. It's the new company that I founded 18 years ago.
Okay.
So, there it is, redf.org. I don't actually know what this website is. I just type redf into my search engine to make sure my internet
Application
is
open.
live. See?
About us. We're derailing the games. I'm gonna read this quietly while
Okay. She explains that you are chained up in a dark, like basement type room. She can't tell you where you are, but you are being drained of your blood by some very cultish-looking individuals.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gee whiz. Oh, man. Oh, dear.
Sweet Jesus.
She's trying not to cut.
So about that water temple.
Yeah, that was gonna happen today.
Does it have a coffee shop?
Maybe. You don't know. That is not a yes, Britt.
So what do we do?
Do you have any advice?
Well, there is one thing. If she were to physically manifest on another plane, you could go to that plane and bring her back that way. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think so, but I don't think you like it.
What's she saying?
Either
I'm gonna have to stab you last.
What?
Time to die.
the only way... There are two ways for you to get out of this situation. The first is you find the location of your body and retrieve it. Or two,
You die.
you die. And you go to whatever plane you are destined for and retrieve you from there. Manually.
Jesus Christ.
Learning to drive in the
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I don't know who it is either. What's happening?
So Jesus Christ of Nazareth is the most important figure in Christianity other than God. He died on the cross for the sins of Christmas, and that's why we have to give gifts to ourselves for him, so that he doesn't come back with an M249 so 7.62mm machine gun to murder us on Christmas Day. Does that explain it?
Just looks at Sean.
Man, you just made Christmas
I
sound so
don't
much
know
cooler.
either. I don't know either. It's like your channel's dead crazy.
I believe in his world, people call him a Jehovah's Witness.
The good news is that I believe you, my dear, are destined for the plane of Arborea. Arborea is one of the celestial heavens, ironically.
See, heaven, that's good.
It is where adventurers and wild-spirited individuals go when they die.
Oh, it's kind of like life on Mars.
Seriously, do you want me to look at him or something while we're here?
I'm not psychotic, I'm just anachronistic. Trust me, I checked with Sigmund
I
Freud.
think you're okay, relatively.
Alright.
The wizard hat makes him smarter.
No, it doesn't.
At the 12.
It lets him cast spells based on how smart he is, actually. Cast into Gehenna.
He's saying something really profound and we have no idea because we can't understand him.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh no, wait, shit, I got that wrong. You are not.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's not a great sound.
What's your alignment?
My alignment?
Yep.
Chaotic neutral.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not great, is it?
Uh-oh.
Well, there are 3 chaotic neutral planes that you could go to, depending on your actions.
They're all awesome.
There is the windswept depths of pandemonium,
Oh, God!
the ever-changing chaos of limbo, and the heroic domains of Ysgard.
Where's chaotic good go if I ever have to go to hell?
These aren't hells. These are
Oh, just the planes.
just the planes where souls go to. Chaotic good can go to Ysgard, Arborea, or the Beastlands.
Those sound fantastic.
Yeah.
Feeling a little woozy there.
Just a little. Just
That's
a little.
okay. That probably means you were spinning a lot in your real body, and now you stopped.
The science checks out. I've crunched the numbers. It checks out.
It works. It all makes sense.
Crap.
Ozzy, I lost my fidget spinner and I'm very upset.
Oh, don't worry, I haven't lost mine.
Okay. Well, I've lost mine, though. That's the problem. I don't know where it went. Should look
Check
at
under
it.
your desk.
Yeah, I thought about maybe down there.
As you've been talking to Shantae for about 10 minutes after she cast the scrying spell, Grace, you begin to hear something in your ear.
Uh-oh.
A very familiar voice
Uh-oh.
of the yellow-eyed gentleman.
Oh.
I guess the jig is up, little demon.
You pussy ass bitch, we're gonna kill you.
What? What? She just covers her ears. The guy, he just said the jig is up. What?
You will help free Lord Malice from his cage.
I can't.
Oh,
I
she's
couldn't
being
hear
used
you.
as a ritual!
You will help free Lord Malice from his cage.
I don't want to hear
Lord
Palace.
Malice?
Lord Malice.
That doesn't sound good.
You can make a religion check to try and know more about this Lord Malice.
Oh, my corn dogs. Ah!
Oh, my inexplicable food. Ah.
Nope.
That isn't the Lord you were taught to worship.
She was taught to worship something even more fucking evil. This guy's a close second, though.
This guy put this guy in a cage. That's why they need her blood to open it.
Oh, God. You fucked it. Well, sweetheart, your royalty of the most royal variety.
No, not quite.
Am I Satan?
Okay, you're not going with that one?
She's not blood of that one.
Okay. I was about to say, because fuck, no. Because there's going to be an awakening, and that's going to be bad.
She's not the Antichrist. Yes, Lord Malice.
I was gonna say I'm already the Antichrist in another game.
Yeah, don't worry. You're not the Antichrist twice.
Damn it.
That would make us all seem very sexist that you always end up being the Antichrist.
Don't worry, sweetheart. You're just Rick Moranis from Ghostbusters.
Think of the most non-practical.
In the other game, you're
Cien, you're not in there, are you?
No, I'm going back to the ship.
Okay. Yep.
Wow, what's up?
Nothing. You're not there.
Oh, I'm gonna go eating corn dogs then.
I'm also going to eat corn dogs metaphorically.
There would be a faint, just like a pulse from your amulet, your totem.
Really?
Yep. Just
Like, noticeable or just, you know?
noticeable, but not like nothing physically happens. It's just like a surge of energy.
I look into it.
You look directly into it.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on.
As you stare into the green gem, you see something moving around inside.
God, it's Death Stranding.
You squint, and as you squint and look closer, you see a reptilian form. It's really hard to see. It's very faint and like hidden behind smoke and mirrors, and it's super hard to see. But you swear,
God damn it, Chris Angel, you fucking asshole! Let me see this shit.
you swear that you almost see a turtle inside of it.
A turtle.
Toidle, huh?
A turtle.
I love toidles.
This turtle isn't a normal turtle, or like the dragon turtle you saw. This turtle has a tree growing out of its back.
Has a tree going on its back?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's Torterra!
It looks very similar to a Torterra, except
I love it.
bigger. A lot bigger.
I mean, Torterra is pretty fucking big. To be fair.
As it moves around, it's not just one tree. It's not 10 trees.
Oh my God, it's an island.
It's an entire forest on the back of this turtle.
The lion turtle from.
Would I recognize this as like an island or something? Like somewhere I've been?
It's not somewhere you've been. It's not a...
Okay, 'cause I was thinking it was the Isle of Terror we went on. It's not that.
Not quite, no.
Are there similarities?
There are similarities. There's
Is there
a...
anything I can do to get some insider idea of what's going on?
You can make a nature check, actually.
What the fuck is going on?
I have a negative one in that. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cannonball comes.
Three. I swear.
There's a fucking turtle in your necklace.
Yeah, I got a fucking turtle! I'm gonna skip back to the ship. I'm not happy now.
There's a turtle with a fucking continent on its back.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's the flat earth!
Oh,
Oh, God.
Horatio just screams, I knew it!
Oh god, no, I forgot he was a flat earther.
You killed the turtle in this. You make me turn my life from a man who is the only righteous in the shape of the world. What do you see? A globe flattened like a breakfast cake.
As a shit, it's like the channel's dead crazy.
Jeffrey will have heard of this. Don't know what that is.
But yep. The Earth Totem pings you, and
Interesting.
the...
So I get the feeling that the totem is alive, or this thing inside of it is alive?
You feel like they're connected. They're one and the same.
Okay.
You get that
Do I get
in
the feeling this is a vision, or this is like something legitimately physically in this thing?
the second.
Would I even know that?
You wouldn't know, but you get the feeling like this whatever this thing is.
Shake it around and see what happens.
Oh god.
Shake it!
You feel like this creature, this entity inside the totem is a part of the totem. It's not, a vision or something.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I got a little Torterra. I love it.
It is basically a Torterra, yeah. That is what Torterra was based on.
Throw it and...
Free him, he will be
No,
your pet.
Torterra, go!
And you head back to the ship.
Torterra!
He tosses the battalion and it's shit.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, he looks kind of like... Let me just take a picture of this real fast. Make sure nothing else is visible.
Pants on before you start taking good pictures, Oddy.
Oh, don't worry, everything's covered.
But fun fact, sweetheart. Earlier when I was talking to Oddy, he wasn't wearing pants.
No, I'm not wearing pants now. It's too hot for that shit.
I'm wearing a hat.
There you go. It is in the Discord.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh, I like that. It's an illusion guy.
You don't see the writing at the bottom.
Attack 17 to hit, reach 20 feet. I'm liking that deal.
Yeah, it basically is a Torterra.
Cool.
Yes.
Cute.
Happens, yeah.
And that is within the Earth Totem. And yeah, so the rest of you are still inside Shantae's Pirate's Curse, and you don't know that happened, and you have just been informed that your friend is currently in the hands of a cult, and that they are currently draining her blood to try and release some ancient demon from hell.
Well,
She's trying to not have a panic attack at this moment. Handling.
I'm not sure I like
It's not so much the island. Yes. I don't.
Now, was she speaking aloud when the guy was speaking into her ear? Because she said a pretty important name. Reaction.
She did, yes. She was speaking out loud.
So,
You would have all heard the name.
this is good.
Do you want to attempt to make a religion check to see if you recognize that name?
Yes. I'm gonna fail. But yes.
We are so bad with religion.
We have really bad at
We are very bad at religion.
Shocking.
You know,
Fine.
you're pretty sure malice means like bad. You're pretty sure that's what that means.
Whoa.
Tubular.
We're heathens.
But overly optimistic me is trying to think, well, if they're already doing this and she woke up like this, they couldn't be far off the island, but at the same time, that'd be just, a lot of have to try and find. Yeah. But
Yeah.
That made sense.
Yeah. It didn't, but yeah.
Just trying to say, like, she really doesn't want to die, but it seems like it's going to be the easier option. Just because.
Oh wow, that's
What?
that's a
Oh.
fucking thing.
Good thing we got backup characters going soon. Oh my god. At this point, you know?
I mean, when he's easier to die, he has to pay fucking bills.
Shanti said they could get her back from there, but, well, like I was saying, like, they probably couldn't have gotten very far with her if she woke up
Okay, but let's
let's
analyze this a bit. So planes, we have to go to a different plane. How the fuck would we do that to begin with? Do any of us know?
Plane shifting is just straight up the thing. I mean, mostly we just have to find somebody from a different plane. There are humans that are infected with like plane shifter abilities. You want one of them to help her.
Well, would they be able to if they were infected with the
Well,
thing?
the problem is finding one. They're not exactly common.
But wouldn't like a wizard or something have magic pertaining to that?
Well, all we got. Oh, yeah. Tell us how we had a G.
Well, she said she didn't want to help.
She did say that, to be fair.
Well, not that she didn't, or well, just she didn't want to get
She didn't want to
involved.
get mixed up with that dude. She
We're not
didn't
even
say.
talking to character. She didn't hear shit. She can shut up. We're just brainstorming.
Yeah, exactly. My brain's a thunderstorm.
That or we need to find a sun tree. Oddy's the only one who's going to appreciate that reference.
Brain sun.
Yeah, man. Sun tree, A-OK.
Sun tree.
Good God.
Hypothetically.
You can all make Arcana checks to try and figure out how you would plane shift. Just because I will give you information based on your rolls. You can come up with whatever you like.
I got a 7!
I got an 8. Okay, my friends.
I'm gonna fucking die.
You gotta. Sweetheart.
Oh my god, Kar-Gash got the highest one!
So, like... Brit,
Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm gonna die.
Horatio knows that planes are these things that go in the air.
No.
You don't want to go fast. You go to
Oh
first,
my
like, the temperatures and pressures. Check every bit of the plane. Oh no, wait, you're talking about fucking Doctor Who bullshit. Yeah, I don't know anything.
That's the first thing you know.
Balasar, you're pretty sure that, yeah, there are people who can travel between planes like genies and fae. But, like, you're not sure if that's, like, magic, or if that's just some sort of innate ability, or if there's, like, just doors that they use that have this ability, or whatever.
Let me just look up funeral songs for Grace here. Hold on.
Oh, Johnny boy, the pipes are calling.
You know what? Knights in White Satin would be a great fucking funeral song.
Cien, you're also aware that other planes exist, but you're not sure how you would go about going to them. Grace, your roll of 9 would let you know that going to planes like the elemental planes or the Feywild and the Shadowfell is different than going to the Hells and the Heavens because of the Celestial Gate. But you're not sure quite how that works. That was just sort of, you know, your dad being his usual religious self.
Damn it, Dad.
And Cien's not there, so it doesn't matter just yet.
God damn it, Dad.
Wait.
Cien was pretty well versed with Santiago on Sonos. Would he have maybe known someone he could go to talk about that? Remember them? He's not with them right now, obviously, so he's not going to even be able to use that until they tell him, but...
Santiago on Sonus.
I mean, there's a lot of weird shit over there.
Yeah. But weird shit, not like
Yeah.
traveling to heavens and hells.
But yeah, I'm just wondering if he would maybe be like, I remember that weird dude in Santiago. Maybe he could help.
Sorry, apparently my disco crashed.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. I'll have to think about that one.
Dark, but yeah, you might know somebody.
Kar-Gash.
Hypothetically, though,
What's up?
how would we go about killing her? Because this here is an illusion.
Eh, that is the thing, is that this body is the illusion. So you'd have to kill the real body, which would either mean finding it, or waiting for them to kill it first and simply being aware that it has died. It's
But
this.
she's dead, so what's the point of that? We're gonna
It's
save her, aren't we?
it's really complicated here.
Well, if she dies, she'll go to another plane.
Her spirit will go to another plane. You can bring it back from there.
Yeah, but we need a body.
Jesus Christ!
Talking about fucking murdering a friend.
God damn it, Grace.
Let's just go to hell. I'll go Doom Slayer. It'll be great. We'll be fine. I'll get a suit of armor. Yeah, it'll be great.
Anyway, Kar-Gash.
What's up?
Obviously, you don't know anything about this planar traveling stuff, but you've made the roll, so I will tell you. That fucking bastard. That fucking. Sadly not. I need to pull up your sheet just so I'm getting things right.
Kar-Gash would have met this dude, right?
The gentleman, yes. Actually, he would have.
He did.
Yeah.
He has a tattoo on his shoulder that you guys haven't seen.
Because it's covered with fur.
And a coat.
And a coat.
A very fancy coat.
Weirdly, Kar-Gash is the best dressed of us.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, Kar-Gash is definitely the best dressed out of all of you. I will agree to that. Will's triggered.
Well,
You-
yours is bright too.
Well,
Hope you know how to swim, Dragon Boy.
your old
I'm
captain
picking him up.
actually had a chart full of planar portals.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
He was a fucking bastard. And you did not like him at all.
Wait, who was a bastard?
Kar-Gash's old captain.
Oh.
He wasn't a nice man.
No. He beat
Did
you
eat him?
regularly.
Oh.
At
Hey.
least he gave me this cool coat.
He did. It more washed up next to you, but you know.
Because the air quotes around gay.
Kar-Gash took it off the board.
I'm the captain now.
I am the boatswain now.
But yes. So you know that planar portals exist and that there are maps that mark them out.
I know
However,
they exist. That's all.
you know they exist. That you all rolled really shit, but
Mm.
Yeah.
I still got the highest roll. So.
you did. So you have the most information. But yeah, that is what you were told. You were
The person that's not even with us.
yeah.
You got the slightly larger nugget of shit out of all of us.
Shantae says there isn't much I can do for you. I will warn you. Since you are a magically created duplicate, you will not be able to repair any wounds you sustain. You will not be able to rest to regain any abilities. And
Oh.
I don't know how long this form is going to last.
So basically, she's like my mobile phone. I can't drop her.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend dropping her, no.
Okay.
You basically don't take her into combat.
You could take her into combat. She'd probably survive, but her usefulness will quickly deteriorate as she loses her ability to cast spells.
Mm.
My god, this is like when I dealt with my grandmother's dementia.
Oh god! Damn! Did you also take your grandmother on a mystical quest to gather totems?
Austin, what the hell?
No,
That was really dark.
Oh, that was so fucking dark!
Christ. This is being recorded!
That is being recorded.
No, Christmas. This is gonna be on television.
I gave up any notions of having a political career years ago.
That's not what I mean!
Tennessee.
Oh my god! He's just rolling laughing!
What the fuck?
I
That
love
was
it.
the worst point of my life.
Oz?
That was so much. It was great.
Austin.
This is the most awake I felt all day.
Maybe we should move on here.
Are you okay?
Do we need to take a minute?
Oh, let's move on. That's such a bad memories.
Ozzy, do we need to talk about something, vent some feelings?
I don't have feelings, you know that.
Oz, look! I found this on the floor. Look,
Oh, hey, cool. What's it? Oh,
you lost it. It was in here, but it's not anymore, and now it's back.
it was in there this morning.
Well, it wasn't in here a minute ago.
What are you
Like
fucking
distracting
talking
a
to him?
puppy with
Fuck
a
you!
tree.
I'm trying to make you feel better, you fuck!
They have a healthy relationship.
This is fine.
Oh yeah, hold on, I have that pinned. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's the first pinned message here. Yep, yeah, there it is. Oh fuck, Discord isn't loading it.
First pin message I see is Will, Pokemon Hentai Critic.
Well, that's because it's in the Ahrahn Thursdays chat. Duh.
I understand.
Yeah, it refuses to
This
load.
is fine.
This is fine.
But yeah.
Jesus, Oz.
Well, it's kind of like that. She's just here. You're right. It's gonna be
Oz,
heartbreaking.
God.
So, back on the ship.
Oz.
We're on a highway to hell. Sorry.
So her form's not. We don't even know how long her form's gonna last. We're gonna have to go find her before we get. We gotta ixnay this fucking temple. We gotta figure out how to save her.
You have no idea where to start looking.
Maybe Annabelle knows. Or has an idea.
Search party!
Do you
Dasher!
do you explain all this to Annabelle?
Well, I don't know all of it yet. They have to get to the ship.
Oh yeah, they have to get to the ship
I
first.
only know part of it. So, but yeah, I'd assume when they get there, we'll tell her what's going on and see if she knows anything. She could impart any wisdom on us.
Annabelle is sitting at her little table up next to the wheel. She seems to be plotting a course. She has a sextant and a compass and some marking charts and all that.
Annabelle,
What?
I wouldn't recommend making a route. I'm assuming they're on the ship or near the ship at this point.
Do you guys head back?
Do we head back? I guess yes.
Oh, wait. Real quick before that. This scroll here wouldn't happen to have a save the dodge spell, would it?
It's a scroll the bard could use. It's an invisibility scroll.
Ooh,
Oh,
That's cool.
ugly! Get
Well,
this ship
hey.
form so they can go
Shut-
invisible and run away.
something to look forward to.
I hope.
That would be useful in her current situation. And that doesn't drain her natural.
There was a giant obsidian gate, was there not?
That would be
There was, yes.
Balasar hands the scroll to,
Grace.
It.
call her Illusion Grace.
Please just call me Grace.
Okay. Okay. Okay, lass. I think you're a bit stressed out. Yeah, let's go back to the ship. where
Okay. She's just clinging to the scroll like really tight.
it's- Yeah.
Class, you should slow down.
I can't go there.
I wish you the best. Come back to shop at Shantae's Pirate's Curse anytime you have gold to spend.
Okay.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Thank
We
you.
will, but we're always broke.
It was nice to meet you. That was darker than I meant it to be.
This whole thing just went.
Don't get murdered and summon an ancient demon from the pits of hell, you know.
Try. I don't want to be a
Or-
pain.
Or do get murdered, because then we could get you back. I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
We'd still need her body though.
Yeah, the body would still be with them, getting drained of blood. Now more easily, probably.
Drained it like tomatoes.
You know they haven't killed you yet. Well,
Yeah.
you assume they haven't killed you yet. You're not sure how that would work.
How long does it take to drain a little girl of blood? Come on.
I'm not a little girl. I'm 20 years old.
Depends on how they're doing it and how slow they take it. I'm not going into detail on that, I'm sorry.
Alright, we have gone from super dark to, yep, there's a sex innuendo again.
That's
It's a very
fucking
typical
funny.
D&D game for us, I see. I'm glad we kept with it.
Well, you finally figured out what's going on. Yay! Well, sort of. You still don't. You still haven't. Yeah.
Now, Grace, we're just going to make a small incision in the neck and see what happens.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I'm guessing we're going back to the ship.
Alright. You all make it back to the ship. It's about... The sun is about directly above you in the sky as you arrive.
So it's noon.
It's high noon.
This is fine! I shot some tears onto her face, and it's even better.
Oh no, she has upside down crosses that I've never noticed before. She really is the Antichrist.
No, they're not. Just
She literally cries upside down crosses.
no.
But yeah.
I think I have an idea of what we have to do, but Cien's not gonna like what I think we have to do.
What are your thoughts, Will?
We're gonna have to go find some of these black hand motherfuckers, aren't we?
Oh, it's the purple hand gang.
They're yes, sure. That seems even more racist.
One of them, right?
You have one of them on your ship with you, even.
But we don't know that.
You don't know that.
That he's not a bad one, right?
You think?
Maybe.
We've been nice to you.
You don't know a whole lot about Kar-Gash's background, but at the same time...
Just sit down and he'll tell you all about it with furious hand motions. Do any of you speak ASL as your language?
I don't think even he does.
He doesn't. No, he makes no noise.
So yeah, I'm gonna guess that we explain all this that has just recently happened to Captain Annabelle.
I let you off the ship for 2 fucking days. And you managed to get kidnapped by a cult and are now, what, being drained of your blood to open a portal to hell so you can release an ancient dream?
Favor.
That's, of course, he's a man. That's what they always say.
Oh.
Hey, that's racist.
Then you're out of commission for 9 months. It's no good, Grace.
Oh.
You know where she's going with that.
It's not gonna take 9 months to save And yes, Balasar did not understand what she meant.
Yeah.
Sorry, Annabelle.
What the fuck are we gonna do now?
I don't think we're going to this other island.
Fucking already.
No. Can we go to Wendy's? Wendy's sort of Wendy's come home.
There's a portal in this Wendy's place.
I don't know what that is.
I'm so tempted to choke Horat out right now.
Will is triggered.
Okay, so imagine that you get meat, you like need to cook on campfire, but then you put in between bread.
Look, whatever. Look.
Sorry, I just tried to imagine your head.
We-
Guys, what do you want from us?
I don't know.
We don't currently know anything about this group. We don't currently have any leads. I think it would be better to at least get something done and not be sitting on our asses while we try and figure out what to do.
I know something about the group.
What do you know?
They have hands.
Yes, they're the Black Hand. They're a very notorious criminal organization in Uralt.
Okay.
I imagine Kar-Gash is out there with us, right?
Yeah, Kar-Gash is out there with you. Has he responded at all to any of
Black
this?
Hand a few times.
Oh, what do you mean? Responded? He can't talk, so...
facial moves, grunts, anything?
No, don't worry about it. He's just a rock that we picked up and put on the ship.
He's like my queen cutter.
Named him Kar-Gash, and yeah, there you go.
I mean, basically, you know. Anyway.
Oh god, Annabelle.
We
Yeah.
accidentally loaded a spare Chewbacca costume onto the ship thinking it was Kar-Gash. He's actually off on a magical adventure.
If she dies, she dies. Where are we going next?
Okay.
Jeez.
Whoa.
My friend, that is as cold as Sao Paulo, Brazil. No, wait, I meant Antarctica.
Yeah.
You bet Shag Matter could deal with it.
She was plotting a course somewhere, so where are we going?
She was plotting a course to the Isle of to the watermark that you guys had noticed before.
Cien, I'll just give a thumbs up and go down below deck.
Okay, he's clearly having a moment. And again, it's Cien. Anyway, are you gonna be all right? What do you guys want to do? I've stated my thoughts.
I'm gonna eat some damn lemons.
You are now 1/4 of a barrel left of lemons.
Every time he bites into it, his face just kind of twists, like, oh, and then he
Can
continues.
Horat like nudge Kar-Gash in the arm to like ask to be given the lemon?
Do you share a lemon with Horat?
Absolutely, I'll throw it at him.
I'm not answering my phone today. No, it is too early.
With his bugbear strength, he tosses a lemon.
Oh.
It's like a fucking shot from an elephant.
Can I roll to catch it? Like dexterity or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
You had white feathers. They're now yellow. You smell great, though.
I can pose as a canary.
You now smell like lemon pledge.
Cien feels like he knows you from somewhere.
Smells like his grandmother could play, huh?
It was his aunt.
Aw.
Come on, get it right.
Yeah. One of his 38 aunts.
That's so fucking racist.
Absolutely it was.
God.
So what do you guys think? Kar-Gash? Horat? Grace?
I kind of want to go over to the water island. That seems pretty neat.
Horat wants to go over to the water island to ask the people in the coffee shop at the water island if they know anything about like moving people across astral planes, and also if you can like sign up for a loyalty card.
That's okay.
It's a lost cause at this point. She's probably already dead. How do we know that?
You don't know that is the issue. You feel like Grace would know, but you also don't have any fucking clue. Because you weren't there for a lot of that.
Shit, I say it, but it's okay when Kar-Gash says it. Okay.
Well, you already said it, so...
Jesus.
Okay.
Kar-Gash is just extremely pragmatic. You don't even understand.
You know, he really rocks that, let's see, how much charisma does he have out of curiosity?
Oh no.
I'm really curious. Wow.
Well, crit.
He actually has above average charisma.
I just imagine being Shantae and fucking having Grace a pamphlet.
So, you're going to die.
Well, we don't know what to do, so we can't. So
Yeah, we've got no clue how to deal with this problem.
No. This
So
seems
really,
like
there's nothing we can do.
this seems like it is beyond you.
Place and, you know, hope for the best. I don't know.
You know, I wasn't really expecting all this to come out today.
Well,
You can never be prepared. Adios!
sorry.
It's okay.
There was an opportunity to detect magic.
You did.
I
Alright.
guess we'll go on to the water island and hope we find some more information as we go along.
Yeah. You,
Play some powerful magic. So,
you know.
yeah.
Alright. So you set sail. And it is going to be 20.
It's only 40 feet to the next island. Nice.
It's not how that works. It's 2 days this way.
Was there an action?
It'll be about 4 days to get to the water temple, which means you're gonna need.
It's gonna be a long, long time.
I'm gonna need it 1d6 rolled by somebody.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll throw my gun and send you one.
4.
4.
First day in.
Oh,
Oh, it's the Isle of Terra. Where is the Isle of Terra?
so yeah, and as we're on the seas, I'm gonna show Balasar and Horat and Kar-Gash, my little turtle friend.
They don't see it. You just
They don't
see.
see it. I'm
You
the one
just.
that sees it.
You just see a crystal.
Oh, okay.
My friend, I'm trying to...
Kar-Gash is
So
extremely
everybody except
unimpressed.
Craig.
What doesn't exist in this universe?
As your ship cruises along, you see off to your. Let's see. It'd be your.
Suddenly, the man with the black hand tattoo comes out of the water.
No, off to your port hand bow. You notice that there are some small islands, very very small, and you see
Would it be
some
these
fit.
islands?
Yes.
Okay.
You see some figures on the beach, suntanning. These figures are female.
I should go slaughter them.
They have.
Do I have binoculars?
There is a spyglass.
I grabbed the spyglass.
Horat currently has a spyglass in the crow's nest.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not actually seeing anything because he's holding it the wrong way around.
Yeah, they're really far away.
I'm gonna climb up there and ask him if I can have it for just a second.
My friend, if you want to use this spyglass, you've got to be the spyglass. Okay, just like it.
Thank you. I'll get up in the crow's nest and plop him on my head and look through the spyglass.
As you look over at these islands, you see there are 7 female figures, various skin tones and hair colors. What's curious about them is that they are, aside from being completely nude and suntanning, the bottom half of them is a large fishtail of varying colors.
Oddy doesn't like mermaids. Keep going.
I fucking hate mermaids. They're all rapists. I fucking hate them. But that's beside the point.
Alright, roll a wisdom check, assuming he knows that they're mermaids.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, Cien would know mermaids, right?
You're on the water. You know what mermaids
Yeah,
are.
he would know that.
I'm gonna roll wisdom check.
Okay.
I'll give him his spyglass back and climb back down.
Thank you for visiting Horat, looking at places that are far away solution.
Yeah.
Wisdom. Oh.
They're mermaids, man.
My friends,
Let's just keep it on.
I just want you to know that these people are fish. No, sorry, I was wrong. They have fish, but the top, not fish. The thing is, they don't like wearing clothing, because they go in water a lot. So if they're wearing clothing, you just get wet. And you know, they haven't invented like diving gear yet. Even then you gotta fuck a place shorter, otherwise you go like the guy and give him that time.
That's all I hear. I love it.
So yeah, mermaid. That's cool.
Yep, you see mermaids. And shortly afterwards,
Trucking on.
you see a faint green mist begin to drift through.
Oh god damn it.
And you notice that
Jesus.
off the same side of the ship, the water seems to get darker. It's hard to tell through the mist, but you seem to see, like, a lot of, like, seaweed and
Oh god damn it.
like...
No.
I think we're about to have an issue!
Oh, what magazine?
like...
Alright, get your gun!
Okay.
I'll just start shouting to everybody to get ready. 'Cause, yeah. Oh boy.
I'm actually gonna go get my gun. I'll be back in just a sec.
Balasar just glances over the side of the ship.
You see, in between all the seaweed, there are lumps of something... soggy and flesh-like.
Ugh.
Almost forming a perfect line surrounding this patch of seagrass, and it's about 700 feet long.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Well,
It's about 300 feet away from the port side of the ship.
well, it seems Grace is gonna outlive all of us.
My friends.
Annabelle, you might want to speed this thing up.
We're going as fast as she goes, Cien.
For fuck's sake, buy a ship with an engine.
I don't know what that is, Horat.
Okay, so you take some petrol in.
Alright, I'm gonna... Would it be perception or investigation to try and see if
Seeing is perception.
I can see it? I want to kind of figure out what it is. Or see if we can...
Well, that wouldn't be investigation. That would be...
Well, it doesn't matter.
Inside, golly.
This mist is horrible!
It would be insight.
Is it?
Oh, insight?
Yeah.
Insight?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Well, I'm just rolling horribly today.
Cien,
Use my side, isn't it?
you've heard stories.
Oh boy.
And seeing the mermaids earlier kind of reminds you of the memory. There are the merfolk,
Mm-hmm.
which are typically the females.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are the marrow, which are typically the males that have been corrupted by the demon prince Demogorgon.
Basically, Dagon.
Basically.
Oh boy.
This seems to be the border into one of their territories.
That is implication.
Is it moving towards us?
It is a border.
It's a border, so it's just stationary.
It is stationary.
Find it like the plague.
Just keep rolling past.
I keep having to do that.
Keep eyes on it as we
Roll
roll
the
past.
favorites.
Just giant penis, I'm afraid.
No, we don't have any French fries. Just giant penis, I'm afraid.
I'd assume Annabelle probably knows what this shit is. So you're supposed to get it.
Oh yeah, Annabelle's like, yeah, we're avoiding that like the fucking plague.
We're staying away from it. Cool. All right, I'll just keep my eyes on it as we hopefully get further and further away from it.
Just smile and wave.
Yeah.
please. Smile and
Oh
wave.
god, we're not getting away from it.
As you begin sailing through,
Is this mist? What is it?
that is the mist.
Okay. The mist. Let's fuck that movie.
I've never seen it all clearly.
It's probably for the better.
Yeah.
God, it's moving.
Your ship continues to sail through. Are all of you on the deck at the moment?
Grace is below deck.
Grace is below deck. Like in her cabin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is this getting worse?
Yes. As you continue to sail, you seem to be getting deeper into it.
Cien's just gonna keep trying to look around.
It's-
More of this stuff.
This all-
It's getting really hard.
Make a wisdom check. Or, not a perception check.
Come on, motherfucker. Got +2.
Everybody?
No.
Anyone who wants... You're in the cabin, so you actually... You can see...
Because I'm not using my dice. I'm using my dice from now on. Alright, one more roll 20. It's fucking me. You're being ixnayed, roll 20. I'm done with you.
Ixnay.
Balasar sees... something...
No.
There's something shimmering in the water ahead of you. About 50 feet wide and 20 feet tall. You're sailing straight for it.
I don't
Balasar,
like
dead head!
dead ahead. I'm gonna shoot my gun at you.
We should probably turn away from it.
We're headed right towards something large.
You begin to slowly turn away. You're not actually sure if the ship's going to be able to turn in time.
Oh god, it is the Titanic.
Oh. If I were there,
Okay. Crazy idea.
Yeah.
If me and Kar-Gash go onto the same side of the ship, can we turn in? Can we lean into the turn?
You'll either turn faster or flip the ship over, and you're not sure which.
Oh my god.
Fuck it, let's see what happens.
Let's try it.
Oh my god,
I'm a
yes.
damn wood Dragonborn.
Mouth went flat. What?
It did go black. Yeah, I'm fixing things.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He peeks.
He fix. I was trying to perceive the blackness.
As the fog seems to completely encompass you guys,
Oh,
you cannot see 5 feet ahead of you. It smells like rotting fish right now.
my friends, it's like a wonderful day in the market.
Be right back, getting a phone call.
ring ring.
I don't find the smell that unpleasant.
Yes, Balasar, you know,
You eat fish, don't you?
just like
I love it.
Aw, he loves fish.
Horror absolutely adores fish. So Horror actually finds this pleasant. It's like walking into lavender for him.
Parat finds himself feeling very hungry, probably.
Or else he can just do fucking crushed up bits of dead fish he has in his coat.
He,
Hmm.
for some reason, as if apparating out of another world, there's a backpack with 3 fish in it.
3 of the finest fish.
Oh, finest.
3 of the fanciest fish.
Oh yeah. So Grace is below deck. Is anyone else below deck at the moment?
Nope. I think we're
No.
all up top.
Horror and crow's nest. Oh, sorry, that was like.
Okay.
Who the fuck calls laundry sauce detergent? Alright.
You hear a splash from behind you guys.
Gonna run up to the back of the ship and look and see if I see anything.
You can't see 5 feet in front of you right now.
Fuck!
Fuck.
Oh no, 101, okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna be on the railing of the ship, then I'm gonna step back. And get ready.
101 BRB 10 minutes. Oh fuck. Okay.
Can you still hear us, 101? Probably not.
You said BRB, so as the fog begins to slowly clear and you hear the sounds of scuffling and muffled shouting from behind you.
Behind us?
Yes, behind you.
Like behind the ship?
Behind you, wherever you're standing.
Ugh.
Oh.
The fog clears.
Oh.
Swing around. What the fuck is that thing?
And you see
That's a ugly motherfucker right there.
a large, fish-like man standing where your captain once was.
Oh my god, she finally transformed.
No.
Transition's going well, Ash. What should I say? Blip. 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 Blip.
You hear another splash and an angry Annabelle shout from the ocean below you. Fucking help me!
Okay. Can I like jump off the coast next?
Oh jeez.
I have to say, Annabelle, I do not like the new look. You were much prettier before.
Annabelle is currently in the water.
She's gonna kick our ass off the ship when she gets back.
Horat, you can make a dexterity check to try and jump in the water.
Okay. The thing is, I'm gonna have to do it when my computer stops freezing. So
Yeah, is the window open?
There's no window in the crow's. Oh, I see what you're doing.
The window of air is open.
Can I run and attack this thing, or do we need to roll initiative?
Yeah, we're gonna need to roll initiative because it's definitely got the surprise on you.
Save, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a +2 to initiative. So that's 9. Oh boy.
This is,
Yeah, but we should have a full round of surprise.
other way around.
No, I mean, like, we are surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually ran to the back of the ship, so he's like on me.
Oh, you did run to the back of the ship?
Yeah, because I heard the splashing behind us, so I went to go see. And then I stepped away from the railing, and he showed up. So I'm probably like, I'd say I'm probably about here, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
I'm just seeing the black screen.
Yeah,
with
we've
the
still
two
got-
boats.
I still has black screen.
I kind of can see the boat.
Oh, I see.
Oh!
Yeah, scroll up.
I scrolled down. No, I had scrolled down because I saw the stuff at the bottom, but the top part was here. Okay.
Wait, you see stuff at the bottom?
Yeah. Just two ships.
Oh, okay, you're not supposed to be able to see that.
Bottom of our ship, I believe.
There. Okay. Now you can't see that.
So, let's see.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna want to roll initiative. So,
Okay, so I got a 9 for mine.
Cien got 9. Horatio got 13. I need to roll for the marrow.
Wow, they're big.
They are big. They are technically demons.
What shall my battle music today be?
Oh, I need cool music. Do you know, I think I'm gonna. No, Mad Max. I like it, but I don't.
Bray, would you like me to choose battle music for
No,
us?
that'd be wonderful, Hortense.
You know what I'm thinking?
Grace does need to roll even though she's not currently there, and so does Annabelle.
No, that's a bad idea. You know what, British? I think our battle music here tonight. Alright. I got you, British.
Thank you, Dad.
This shall be our battle music here today.
Oh, yes, good idea.
Me and the boys gotta keep on rocking. The giant mermaid boy attacking us.
Me and the boy are gonna keep on rocking the giant mermaid man attacking.
Alright.
Right, you're silly.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, someone has to autopilot Mr.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right.
Kar-Gash.
I'll do that.
Oh.
I think you're the only one that can.
Unfortunately.
I wish I had a fridge like here so I could have zesty drink whenever I want.
Aww.
One good thing about me being in the kitchen with this, or near the kitchen with this, is I just have to wonder.
All right. So,
Cool.
did Grace roll?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if I'm below deck, would she...
You still need to roll, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have a token up there.
Here, actually, you do have a token. It's just hidden.
No. Oh, thank you kindly.
Yep.
Good, the songs. Damn.
I'm listening to the Jaws theme at the moment, so I don't know.
Giggity.
We're going to need to book a beach.
Giggity.
All right. So starting us off. Yeah, everyone's rolled now. The Marrow. Having just thrown your captain overboard. And is going to...
I understand every word he said.
What languages does everyone speak, out of curiosity?
Cien is a speaker of Common, Elvish, and Orcish.
Nope.
Common, Aarakocra, and Ahrahn. I don't remember what that is.
That's wind, basically. So no.
Common, Draconic, Balasar.
And Grace is probably common and infernal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. None of you recognize this language.
We recognize an insult when we hear it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even need that translated. Tell him to come back when he's ready to be an adult.
Yeah.
He is going to... is actually going to swipe at Cien.
Alright then, I have the gift loaded.
It ain't misses,
Yeah, he does.
but the bite also misses.
You
Wow.
fucking bitch! I'm gonna fucking kill you!
And that is their surprise round. Wasted.
Down, idiot! Oh, I'm gonna fuck this asshole up.
Grace, you hear scuffle above deck, and you also hear sounds scraping against the side of the ship.
A lot of anger built up from Selassie!
Kar-Gash is going to smile as he lifts this ridiculous...
I love the way his anchor turned out.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
As he lifts this ridiculous anchor. He's going to
Ridiculously awesome.
throw it at him.
A blacksmith on it.
Yeah.
It's a bit unwieldy, so it lands, you know, over
Getting used to it.
over here. But, you know,
Lives back on the island of Salas.
Please don't punch a hole through the ship.
you do hear floorboards crack, but you do not see a
Why
hole.
would you say that? You gave him ideas, goddammit!
Realistic. Realism.
That's Kar-Gash's turn, unfortunately. Horatio, it's your turn. You're in the water, currently.
Also, Horatio landed fine with no problem.
Yeah, you're in the water. It's wet, but you can swim.
Yeah, Horatio's gonna do a swim over to the captain and
Aww.
like say, after like putting his peppers up to his mouth, like surrounded by his speech. Are you okay? So you can like swim up to it.
I'm cold, wet, and there's a big fucking fish man on my boat.
Would you like to go back
You're
on the
wet, huh?
ship?
I'm going to fucking castrate you. I
I'll
would
bring the camera.
I would love to get back up to the shit, Horatio.
Okay. Well, the first thing you want.
Did I say ship or shit?
Hold on to
He
the
said shit.
I just had to. I had to think about
Really
it.
are tired.
I'm fucking so tired.
Aw.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna grab Annabelle and start climbing back onto the ship.
Yes.
He's a strong little penguin.
I'm gonna update his token at some point.
Yeah, you pull her about 10 feet out of the water, but you need to get another like 20 feet to get into the ship.
Okay, so 10 feet would be... That's 5 feet, right?
You're up on the boat. You're just about 10 feet out of the water, and it's another like 10 to 15, maybe 20 to get onto the deck. You are climbing on one of the higher parts, unfortunately.
My friend, just treat it like you're playing Assassin's Creed 4 or 3 that have books too.
Grace, it is your turn. You keep hearing the scuffling, and suddenly there is metal sticking out of your wall, or into your wall, from the other side, as if something was just shot into your wall. And water begins,
Kind of thing?
like exactly like a harpoon, as water begins to leak onto the ship. There's big fucking fish things attacking your boat.
Oh, awesome.
She runs out of the room and up the steps.
Okay.
Guys, we're taking on what? So what is that?
As you run up, you see that.
Oh, hi, guys.
There's a harpoon through the wall. The water coming
We
in.
have bigger issues.
I just wanted to let everyone know.
Oh.
That's Grace's turn. It is Annabelle's turn. She is going to continue to climb, and she'll get just about up with her movement, and she's just going to reach over with her flintlock and try and fire at this thing. That's going to miss, I believe. It's waterlogged, and probably shouldn't have tried to fire it.
Probably not. She's done some damage to it.
That's her. Wait, actually.
Guess what else relying on his cutlass
No,
for this then?
Oh yeah, she can only use her cutlass, so yeah. Okay. So that's her turn. That means it is now Cien's turn.
Cien Montoya. Alright. So. Action. Going to Barkskin.
Okay.
Bonus action. Going to use a point of chi for flurry of blows.
Okay.
So I get 2 attacks on this thing.
Yep.
Grabbing the belt, running at it.
Okay.
That's a 4 plus 6, so 10, not gonna hit.
Miss, yeah.
That's a 15 plus 6, 21.
That hits.
Okay, so damage for that is 1d4
Mm-hmm.
plus 1? Where's that 1 coming from? What?
Why are you only adding a +1?
Probably from a... No, you picked mobile.
Yeah, I don't think mobile has anything to do with it.
Why? Yeah, it should be more than a +1.
Did you take the +1 off after the Gigantism potion?
Yeah, oh.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so 1d4.
It's 1d4 plus 4 for your strength mod.
Yeah,
So yeah.
so 1d4.
Hi, 101.
That is 3 plus 4, so 7 points of damage as I just smashed the front plate into this thing's, I don't know.
Okay. Fish. Scale.
arm. Yeah, fuck with him. Cool. And I'll get about there, I'll say.
Okay. You have another hit? Oh no, you missed the first one, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I did too.
Okay. Balasar, it is your turn.
Alright. We'll go up and across the stairs and towards big fishy bastard.
Yeah, you can get just up to him.
Fishies don't like cold.
Right about there?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Fishies don't like cold, do they?
You don't know. You don't believe they do.
No, he's probably a deep.
Looks like it might.
He looks like a pretty deep sea kind of guy.
I imagine he's within my melee range.
He is within your melee range, yes.
Alright, so. This silver cutlass of silver awesomeness.
That'll hit.
Awesome. Okay.
Lovely.
That is 12 points of damage as you just cut into some fish. Carve a nice fillet.
No, I really hope he was saying, hey guys, I hope he wasn't saying something like, hey guys, I noticed your boat's here. There's some people under it that's attacking. You know,
Oh shit.
I'm just here to warn you.
Oh god, what if this is like a tree guy situation?
Well, he did assuming him, kind of chucked the captain over the side. Or he was like, here, go look!
Yeah.
She just happened to be the
Your
one
captain fell off.
I tried to save her.
Oh, I'm back.
So yeah, you carve a nice chunk out of this guy's his gut.
Nice.
His weirdly toned fish gut. He has abs in the fucking picture. I'm just noticing. So
Okay.
it is now his turn,
All right.
and
Maybe you'll hit me this time, bitch.
because you said that, he is now going to make 2 attacks against you.
That's fine.
One bite, that's a 12 to hit. That probably misses, and a natural 1 as he catches the pole.
He hit himself in his confusion.
No. You do, however, feel the ship lurch as something unforeseen happens. And you hear a loud splash as a second marrow jumps onto the ship.
Oh no!
Just a second.
I also need to be keeping track of something else, and that was its
Oh, in
action.
101, your anchor's over here.
No, it has a chain.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I can pull it back.
Well, I
How'd
guess
my
I'm
anchor
playing
get
that
over
cleric
there?
earlier than I
You
thought.
tried to use it and you missed. So
Oh, of course. So, would pulling it back take an action or no?
I'll say this time no, just because it didn't hit anything. It's more like yanking it out of something.
Let's attack the first fishy boy. Yeah.
Okay. That'll hit.
Oh, I didn't even need to bark skin. My normal fucking AC is 17. Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, what the hell's my normal AC?
Oh, you forgot to take off the bark skin.
14, 15 is your normal AC.
Okay, so I'd be at 16. Okay.
Yeah, you do 13 points of damage to this thing as your anchor just stabs
Holy
into him.
fuck.
It's not called overcompensation for no reason.
Yeah, he goes a 4.
Alright. That is its turn.
Nice.
Okay. Horatio, it's your turn.
Well, Horatio, I think is going to be... Wait, hold on, where is Tab? Oh no. No.
Your tail feathers are just scraping the water.
Okay, I think Horatio is going to, like, keep helping the captain up to the top.
She's up at the top now. She's up.
He's up at the top?
Yeah.
Okay, Horat's gonna get up to the top himself.
Okay.
Does that count as action?
It's 15 feet of movement. You're up at the top and you're fine.
Okay. Horat knows better than to use his pistol, or more he doesn't, but he notices all the water pouring out of it, and assumes that would just make the fish happier. So he's going to, like, stab at it with his cutlass.
Aw.
Okay.
Open the thing!
101.
How long have you had that ready? 101?
He showed it off last time.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, Brett, that hits.
Yay!
Stabby stabby.
Don't
gonna
know
eat
my
you
friends
for
are
dinner.
birds.
This fish looked severely wounded as you stab into him.
How to fillet a fish, motherfucker!
I guess this is the end of my turn.
Yep. Grace, it is your turn.
I question about dancing lights.
Yes.
If I were to cast it in front of its face, could I confuse it or distract it?
You could probably impose disadvantage on its next attack from being partially blinded.
Okay.
Grace, why don't you do this every time? Come
I just got the spell!
on. Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. These, what color are these globules?
Just a bright yellow.
These bright yellow lights just appear right in front of this thing's eyes, and it sort of tries to bat them away, but they're illusionary, so he just passes through them, and he's very stunned and annoyed.
They're
Woo!
currently in his corner.
Ugh.
Annabelle's turn. She's going to try and stab at him, and she's going to make 2 attacks with her cutlass. That's going to miss, but that one's going to hit, and she is going to deal 8 piercing damage as she just skewers this thing right through the middle. And this one is dead. However, you still have at least 1 more.
At least.
We're well tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? You're going to eat demon fish. Cien, it is your turn. Everyone, before you start moving, make perception checks.
Perception?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
18 plus 2.
Oh, I'm rolling so shit this game.
That's why I stopped using roll 20. I can't stand it. It's fucking with me. I'll use my own dice.
Cien and Grace,
Yeah.
you notice that the ship's at a slight angle.
Like tilted?
Yeah, like, the back of the ship where you're all standing is slightly lower than the front of the ship.
So it's being weighed down.
Yep.
Oh my god. Is this fine?
The back of the ship is probably about a foot lower than the front of the ship right now.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah,
We're doing a wheelie.
basically.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and if I'm not mistaken, that's all my normal movement. I've also got 10 movement from mobile.
Yep. You do.
So that means I have 50 feet.
Yep.
45, 50. Is that in range to attack?
Yes, it is.
All right. Action
Just
and
speedy little
bonus
fuck.
action. We are going to start ourselves with a drop kick.
Okay.
That is 10. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
I'm going to get up, swing around into a lariat, try and knock him over. Nope, that's another 10. All right, this thing likes 4 for a reason. Okay.
Have you?
Here we go.
I would wait check your dice, but yeah, that is your turn. Balasar, it is your turn. You have.
Well,
Ah, see, there's a 20. When I don't
I'm
need
pretty
a
sure the
20.
ship is sinking, so it might be a good idea to go below deck and see about doing something about that before we get. Nah, let's go kill them.
Kill the fish.
Kill the fish!
Your speed is 30.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you will be there.
I will be there.
I'll be there.
Let's see. That's about 30. Fish guy is about 30 away.
15 more, yeah.
Also, Malus looks like a fucking bro.
So yeah, frost breath wouldn't reach. So I just did my time.
Alright. And you end your. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click that, sorry.
Hello, Malus.
Holy shit, it's HR Geiger!
You all, as he ends his turn, you all feel the ship shudder again. And now you all visibly see the ship's back end go way lower than the top end. It's now about 4 feet lower than the front end.
This is
It
really
should
bad.
Annabelle, figure it out!
Get the fucking back end in! It's rear wheel drive!
This is supposed to be a low rider!
This Marrow is gonna fucking ignore Cien and fire at Balasar with his harpoon.
What the fuck?
Oh,
As he pulls it off of his back.
Son of a bitch!
Does an 18 hit your AC?
it,
It matches, so yeah.
So you are currently yanked.
Oof.
oh my god!
Actually, wait, no. You have to succeed on a strength contest. So,
Strength throw or?
yeah, roll your strength.
Just for
Oh god.
Oh. Oh no, wait. Say.
now to say.
Oh, okay. Oh.
5, 10, 15. And you are just pulled towards it as this fucking harpoon goes through your shoulder and then just yanks you forward.
Ow.
Jesus Christ!
Well, this is not ideal.
You take...
Balasar!
You take 6 piercing damage from the harpoon, and then you take, 5 points from the fall.
Aww.
It's also a fall more, but he's just getting dragged along the deck.
Well, no, he was yanked from the upper deck to the lower deck.
There was
Oh,
a
is that
rail.
lower deck? Okay, my bad.
There was a railing there. It's not there anymore.
No, it's gone.
Yeah. And that is that Mara's turn. Kar-Gash, Ur-Dain. It is your turn.
So, in true Kar-Gash fashion,
Oh dear.
Here we go.
Okay, Brett.
we're gonna come over to this cannon, pick it up, and hip fire it at the marrow.
Go ahead and try.
Please.
What do I have to...
Please.
I'll roll it then.
Oh no.
Is that just a strength check, or 20?
No, it's fire the cannons.
Good.
You attempt to fire the cannon. However, because you're in such close proximity to this thing, it just fucking manages to move out of the way. As it sees the fuse slowly burning.
Okay.
One of these minutes it'll fire. Sooner or later.
Horatio, it is your turn.
He's not here.
Brett's be right back.
Oh, okay. Grace, it is your turn.
Channel your. Oh.
We'll just skip his turn and wait for him to come back.
Sex sniper is handy right now.
Yeah. Can I do the dancing lights again?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. See if I can distract it.
Yeah, you do it. There's no reason you wouldn't be able to. So yeah, you make these glowing yellow globules right into his eyes, and he fucking tries to swat them away, but he can't. It's very annoying.
Can I make them move around?
Yeah, they like gently bob and weave and...
Aw, I was hoping to make him dart to fuse him.
No, they move pretty slowly.
As
Alright, Annabelle is going to shout the ship is sinking, and she is going to run below decks, 5, 10, 15. She's going to jump down, make a dex check, achievement lands, 20, 25, and she's going to pop below a deck. Alright, Cien.
Righto. Back at it again. Krispy Kreme. What do I want to do that I should buy? So, remember when I asked what Earthtremor would do on a boat?
Yeah?
I want to try Earthtremor.
No earth.
So each creature besides me within range must make a dexterity saving throw. The range is 10 feet, so I think Balasar has to make one too.
Yeah.
On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is not prone. It's not loose earth, so it does not become difficult terrain. So yeah, they just need to make dex saving throws.
Alright. Yeah, make a dex save.
I need to make one too? Okay.
Not you, no. Well, technically, yes, you should make a dex save. The spell doesn't say so, but... What's gonna happen? Alright.
Okay. So dex save, okay, so +4. Well, that is a natural 1, so that's not gonna be good. I get thrown into the water. Nice. Whee! Cool. What about these other 2?
What was your DC?
Spell. I think it's just spell DC. Yes.
Yeah, it'd be the spell's DC of the thing.
I don't have a spell save DC.
Your totem does.
I see. I do not know what it is.
It should be on the totem sheet. I will look it up. It is a DC 15, so the marrow just saves.
Alright.
Balasar and you, however, get knocked prone and roll your damage, please.
Yes, sir. So that is a D6.
Yes, sir, Mr. Alien.
We take 5 points of damage.
Okay. So you both take 5 damage as you watch as the floorboards of the deck that you were standing on all begin to shake and rattle and nails go flying everywhere as
Nice.
the floor you're standing on currently becomes exceedingly loose and water may or may not begin to slowly leak into the boat even faster.
Destroys.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, a lot.
Did I get knocked off the ship? Because you put me in the water.
You did get knocked off the ship, yes.
Okay.
And you're
It was the proof of concept!
Well, you're prone in the water, so that what does that mean?
I mean, I don't know.
Balasar, it is your turn, however, as you are knocked on your ass.
fuck up,
Yeah.
and that's an action.
Yep.
No, yeah, nothing
I
else.
thought it was half of his movement.
No, it's half your movement. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Yeah. Okay, then, you know what? Fuck it. Divine Smite.
All right, roll an attack roll.
Alright.
Cutlass.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Oh, thank.
It doesn't waste your divine smite anyway because you don't have to call it until after you hit.
Yeah.
So roll the damage,
Oh, yep, sorry.
and then roll 2d8 as well for divine smite. All right, so you do 20 points of damage to this thing
20? Holy shit.
as you just hit him with this divine fury of Carnepsis.
How is it 20? Wait, what?
12 plus 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mathematics.
I didn't see the 12. My bad. Okay, Jesus Christ.
It is now the Marrow's turn. There is another.
Horatio's back, so shouldn't he?
Oh, it is. Oh, Brit is back. So yeah, Brit, go.
Bye. Okay.
You know what?
Japan Fishman arrived.
What's up,
I will
us?
say, as a bonus action, can I take a defensive stance?
Yes, because I believe that is your martial style.
You know,
Let's do that. I should probably do that more often. But yeah.
can I sort of just clean my gun out as an action, like make it ready to fire again?
Yes, sure.
Okay, Horace's gonna do that, and then he's just gonna sort of hunker down for the rest of the time.
Okay.
Also, how does the disadvantage thing from the dancing lights work?
The Marrow is blinded, so his attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yes. So on the Marrow's turn, there is another shake of the boat as a harpoon stabs through the floor of the ship.
Oh, God.
There. And this Marrow is going to attempt to attack Balasar, because he just did a whopping amount of damage at disadvantage. However, he has 2 attacks, so that is an 8 and a natural 1. It couldn't have gotten any worse. So it does not hit as he tries to bite you, but you're just too hard to hit, and he sort of bites one of his little tentacle things.
Man, I wish this fucking light in front of my face would move.
I know, it's really annoying. That was the Marrow. So it is now Kar-Gash's turn.
Take a wild guess what we're doing, buddy.
What are you doing?
we're reloading the cannon and firing again.
Oh my god.
Okay. You want to fire again?
Oh yeah, I do.
Actually, it's if you don't want to reload that one, you could go to the other one.
Yeah, go to the one on the other side.
He
Oh,
gets blasted
that's
to the moon,
beautiful.
Steam Rocket style.
No, he just explodes into a disgusting mess.
Just
It's
putting
like
it up.
So do you use this cannon or do you run to the other one?
I'm using this one.
Alright. As you do 28 points of piercing damage, this cannonball just goes right through this thing's stomach. And there is now a... You see the blue internal organs just drip all over as Cien gets sprayed with fish gut.
I'm underwater, bitch!
And this thing dies. And a cannonball splooshes somewhere in the water.
Somewhere across the world.
Thinking we should get you healed first. But more importantly, I think there's another one.
He says as the harpoon is still lodged in his shoulder.
Yeah.
You all begin to realize it's getting awfully hard to stand up straight. As you're,
Yeah,
you're
there's another harpoon.
as you're currently at probably a 30-degree angle with your back into the water.
The back's underwater now, huh?
The back of the ship is... Your whole ship's at about a 30-degree angle, and yeah, the back of the ship is underwater.
Can Grace run under to the
Like there.
below deck, or are we still in battle right now?
Currently there are no enemies that you know of, so you are not currently in initiative.
Okay.
While I'm underwater, can I, like, I need to do a perception check, huh? Just see what's kind of, if I can see anything going on.
Yeah, you can make a perception check at disadvantage because you are underwater. And you don't have any sort of underwater sight.
Can I just loot the corpses real quick, see if there's anything?
3, alright, yeah, I don't see shit.
Okay. On each of these corpses, there is, some pouches with, you could only assume would be mush, like some sort of food that they, like snack packs. It is mystery meat and green lumps of seaweed?
Yeah,
And
guess
on
what
that
we're
note,
eating this
as
week,
I was
guys.
asking, Grace is gonna go beneath deck to see if Captain Annabelle's okay.
Alright, yeah, you run under the deck and you see Annabelle currently trying to patch up a hole that is currently just gushing water into the ship from.
Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna pick up one of the harpoons.
Okay. You have a harpoon.
So I guess Cien's gonna try and scurry back up onto the deck of the ship.
Grace is gonna yell, "We are taking a lot of water."
You hear that. Cien, are you climbing up or are you going to swim around and just climb onto the back?
Is there a hole in the ship I could just swim into?
Actually, yes, there is.
Okay, I'll just do that.
You flop down next to Annabelle.
Whoosh, hi!
You spit about a gallon of seawater out as you speak.
Oh no.
Balasar, make a perception check, because I believe you're the one who saw it last time.
Alright.
Oh. Okay.
Water does not taste good out here.
Oh, you do see it. That big glowing square in front of you is now right in front of you, and you're about to pass through it.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
That's no good. Brace for impact!
What?
Brace!
And then
You all have one round of actions before you go through this thing. What would you all like to do?
Cien's just gonna lay down and try and catch his breath.
You're currently laying on the ground next to an open hole in the wall as it's spraying water on you. Are you really sure that's where you want to be laying? Trying to catch your breath.
It's like a shower.
Grace is gonna try to run back up. What's a shower? Grace is gonna try to run back up to the above
he'll
deck.
crawl out of the water and just kind of cling on to something like a scared cat.
Okay.
Oh.
Horatio, Kar-Gash, Balasar.
Hello.
What are all of you doing?
Balasar, seeing this thing getting ever closer, well, he pulls out his bagpipes and starts playing his sad tune.
What sad tune are you playing?
My heart will go on.
You know what? Yeah, he's playing "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
Oh my word.
Horat knows the
Grace
lyrics.
pulls her accordion from nowhere and joins.
Yeah. I
Horat's
don't
gonna walk up
think I
and
ever
just
mentioned to
start
them that Balasar does in fact have a set of bagpipes.
Oh, I
You
know.
might have mentioned it, but I
Well,
mean,
you know, because you can see my
I was
character
gonna say that.
sheet.
How do you? Grace pulls her accordion from nowhere and joins.
Annabelle, I'm so glad you decided to go back to your normal form.
And with the hammer.
You feel a boot crush your hand. Horat, Kar-Gash, what are you doing?
I'm reloading the
Horat's
kit.
singing with Balasar.
Yeah.
Wherever you
Wherever you are.
I don't want to die. Not in the
We're gonna say we made
fire.
backup characters. We're gonna die.
All right.
We're going to Atlantis, boys. Woo!
He's bigger on a skipper. Ow. He tries to salute, but just hits himself in the head. Because I did that by accident.
It's a bond. What the fuck?
This is a bomb.
It's the bot with a smiley face.
It's a bomb.
Well, we're fucked.
All right. So,
Unless
The
it's
Calypso of Madness, Saint of the Ocean. Oh yeah, I guess I should move my guy. He's down.
we're gonna have to roll up a new fucking boat too.
Yes.
It's also a fucking boat.
We have a car this time.
I don't know how buoyant that would be. Somebody's gonna have to claim
Has Annabelle
salvage.
had any luck patching this hole up?
she's tried, but there has been no luck. And in fact, as you all pass through this golden gate,
It's the epilogue, boys. We're dead. Oh no, we're shipwrecked.
you
End of the world!
you all awaken.
We're going through an ender portal.
We awaken?
You don't know how long you've all been out. Even Grace seems to have gone unconscious. And you all awaken. Shipwrecked.
That's
Do I still have the cannon? That's important.
You have the cannon, yes.
Yay!
pretty
Am I floating in the water with Annabelle?
Because you guys were under you were under the decks.
A piece of driftwood to
Oh,
float
okay.
the cannon, latched onto him to float along.
I guess I'll grab her and start swimming to shore. I mean, I can see the shore, yeah?
Don't fucking touch me.
Too deep.
Yeah, no, you're where you're at. It's probably about 8 feet deep, but as you get close to the shore, obviously it gets, you know.
Alright, well, since she's being an asshole, I guess I'll just leave her to drown. Bye, bitch!
And she swims right next to you.
Alright, I stumble onto the beach.
Guys, look in the water. The lemons and the oranges.
He's just puking out water. There's so much water.
All of your lemons and all of your oranges are gone.
not the limits. Not the oranges.
As the Calypso's madness
Our fucking boat's
I still
gone.
have my limes.
has sunk.
Grace holds up her backpack. I still have my limes.
No.
Well, technically, it hasn't sunk. It's just been shipwrecked.
It's not
Do
going
we
anywhere.
see little lemons floating in the water? We're making lemonade.
There are quite a few bobbing along the beach.
Kar-Gash, save them!
There is a very angry crab scuttling towards one. This is a very
Can I
square
fire the
lemon.
cannon at the crab?
You go to fire the cannon, but there are no cannonballs, and all of the powder is wet.
Just throw the cannon
I'm
at
just
it.
gonna club him with.
You're currently on the deck of the ship. It is over by Annabelle.
Please do grab me.
Annabelle, run!
I'll just toss the cannon back and hopefully it doesn't hit Grace.
It crashes through the floor and lands in what you imagine was probably one of your bedrooms.
Oh shit, where's Matt Smith?
Matt Smith is on your shoulder.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, Ripbird scotch him right.
Oh god.
Wait, what?
Brett had a pet once before.
Cien's just gonna go sit under this tree here. Gonna gather himself.
Oh.
Yeah, it's there. Okay, so you can sit there.
So you sit right there.
Mm-hmm.
As you plop yourself down, conk, you get hit in the head with a coconut. I legit rolled a natural 20 for that. That made me so happy. You're fine, but you do get hit in the head with a coconut.
Coconut, he's not fine, dude.
Cien's just gonna
Have you
fall
not
over
seen
to
the
the
clip
side.
from Family Guy?
I have not, no.
Oh, hang on, I'll find it.
You know what? I'm gonna leave this up to the dice. What happens? It knocks Cien out.
Oh my god.
He just falls over to the side.
At least he's
Kar-Gash,
effective.
now's your chance.
So as you all
Easier than alcohol.
find yourself...
Green bit? I think it's a rock. Right here?
Yeah.
That's a barrel with lemons in it.
Oh,
No. YouTube, why are you being a
Kar-Gash,
bastard?
looks like some of your lemons arrived.
You all find yourself shipwrecked on this island. Wet. Cold. And suddenly very homeless.
And knocked out.
And some of you unconscious.
Horat jumps in and swims over. I forgot to. I was in awe. Shock. Horror.
Britt, or Horatio, you suddenly remember something that you have in your coat pocket.
Oh god.
The map.
My friends, I have a perfect transdimensional device from the far off land of India. It's called a floating boat.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I see anything.
I'm gonna make an insight check to see if I understood what the fuck you were saying.
First things first. 101, or Kar-Gash. You're on a very large island. There seems to be, along the coast, there you see several caves, and you see up deeper inland through the jungle, you see what looks to be a sort of building. A large, colorful building made of coral and pearl
I
and
wanna go
glass.
to the caves.
Alright. But Balasar, you wanted to make a check to see if you understood what he was talking about?
Yeah. It's,
Absolutely. As he's speaking, he seems to be pulling something out of his coat. It seems to be a small wooden box. It fits into his palm. But as he opens it up, there is a tiny little unfoldable boat.
Did you ever see Ready Player One?
As he unfolds it,
And throw ourselves to the ground.
you notice
well, it's a swan boat.
That's adorable, Horatio!
Thank you, Grace. I tried using it in the city, but they said they didn't allow cars there. But they didn't know what they were. It's like fucking Fallout 2.
You don't think it's going to be big enough to transport you off the island, but you do have a boat. And it could probably get you somewhere.
That's fantastic.
It's river-worthy, not quite sea-worthy.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any rivers, then I think we're okay. Maybe.
Well, should we look around a bit?
Probably.
Okay.
Guess we should all do perception checks now to see what Kar-Gash sees. He
Yeah.
didn't exactly tell us.
That's true. Everyone can make perception checks to see what you see around you.
Cien sees the inside of his island.
He is unconscious, yeah. You feel like the mild trickle of blood coming from his forehead might be a bit of a concern.
Balasar didn't see the...
Brit, you actually have advantage because you have Matt Smith with you. You're a ranger, this is what they do.
Balasar didn't see the coconut incident, so he just looks over at Cien and thinks he's just fallen asleep because we've had a tiring fight.
Or he's fainted like a wee lady.
Yeah. Well, let's let the lads
Lemons on Manchester.
Okay. Brit, you see a small, along the coast, down quite a ways, there seems to be what looks like a dock and a small, like, village. It's probably about 3 miles down the coast. You can just barely see it.
I think he wants us to go that way, guys.
There is also several cave openings into like the heart of the island, and then there is that, you know, that coral and pearl sort of palace deep within the island.
My friend, you see how there's a civilization over there? Matt Smith the bird says that that's most easily regular for. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Is that right, Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Oh, God, I'm
yes,
starting to do it too.
He's so fucking infectious and activism.
Aww.
Pop culture from another reality is infectious.
So where would you guys like to...
I'm starting to think Horat was bitten by a radioactive stand-up comedian.
By a fucking radioactive Northfield.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So?
Tiny swan.
You all find yourself shipwrecked on this mysterious island.
Shipwrecked.
Right back in your here.
There are no clouds in the sky, and the water is crystal clear.
Okay, so my official headcanon is that it's one of, and you can't disprove me.
It's one of what?
One of those pedal boats.
Oh, it is absolutely a pedal boat.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a tunnel of love boat, 100%.
Who fucking stole it?
Oh god. His parents were tunnel of love operators over on Island.
Honestly, in this universe, it'd be made out of wood, yeah?
Yeah.
Horat's parents were woodworkers.
Oh, I love it.
They could have fucking made this, and he would have stolen it.
Oh my gosh.
I need a boat.
That's just so cute. Did Annabelle find him sailing around in that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Air quotes on sailing?
okay, so like, his dad wanted him to go into the family business. Horat has been obsessed with pirates since he was 6 years old. Fuck your dad! Now, how can you even that good at your work? And then his dad fucking threw him through a balcony window, and then he said, they just fucking left. Eventually, he wandered to the port where the Calypso's madness was, and the crew didn't notice that he was in the lookout tower for 4 days, and he scared the shit out of him.
That's amazing.
It's fantastic.
It was a stowaway in the fucking crow's nest.
Yeah.
The only reason they let him stay is they mistook him for an albatross at first because
Oh.
the original crew was not very well read. Oh,
Poor child. Oh.
well,
We all take a sit down and rest since
Yeah.
I beat you with that one.
I was gonna say, since Cien is no
resting.
yeah.
Yeah, you can take a sit down and rest.
Thank
It's
I'm gonna go explore one of the caves.
all right. You can do that. But the rest of you all sit down to rest, and let's see. It was noon when you guys got attacked. You would have woken up about 5 or 6 p.m. So it's about 7 or 8. And we'll get to what 101 sees in a minute. When you see from that village, you see a figure coming towards you. He has green hair and blue skin. He has sort of along the side of the face. He has fins coming out, and he's wearing this sort of fish scale armor.
Cool.
And
Hello there.
he looks like this.
Bye.
Oh my god, it's fucking Hercules.
What?
Oh my god.
I think I know where this one's going.
No one's fit as Gustav.
There you go. I was like, I saw it and I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking Gaston. I'm using that.
That's amazing. That was a good find.
How are you? Fuck. How does he sound? I use antlers in all of my decorating. Alright.
Narwhal horns. Or narwhal horns.
Oh, that's why they're stoned.
Are you guys, lost or something?
You could share that. That's your boat halfway in the harbor there.
Yeah, half of our boat's halfway over there.
That's pretty unfortunate, I'm gonna be honest. Well, my name is Fishkin. I'm from that little village down there. Let me just double check the name of it.
He's forgetful.
Oddy is forgetful. I'm from the village of Lorbalt, actually. It's just down the ways. We're a small fishing village here in the Empire of 10,000 Pearls. But you know, we make do. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Horatio. You still have your map, right?
Hold on. Let's just see here. No, that's a true map of London, Moscow, Russia. Oh, yes. This one has like certain places of certain things in the world, and it's marked by like fucking spells from the witcher or something like that.
May I borrow it for just a moment?
Absolutely.
Or I just sort of throws the arrow in a general direction, expecting it to
It's kind of waterlogged, but it's still in one piece.
She walks up to Fishcon. Sorry to ask so suddenly, but are we anywhere on this map? Or any of these islands where we're at?
You know, I don't know where any of these islands are, ma'am. This one, and he taps the water one, looks pretty similar to the island we're on, but the surrounding area is completely wrong.
Oh.
Yay, those places have got that there!
thank you.
Yeah, you guys probably...
Oh, and introductions.
Oh, right! Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm Fishgone. I'm a guard over on Uralt.
Yeah.
Your Grace.
Grace.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
Hello, I'm Horat. I directed The Wizard of Oz in 1933.
I don't know what that is, but it is a pleasure to meet you, young Birdman.
Nice to meet you.
Your friend under the tree, is he okay? He seems to have taken a hit to the head by a coconut.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
He got hit?
His face has been in the sand. Half of his face has been in the sand for a while. So he's probably got a bit of a
You're
burnt
in
face
the
now.
grass. You're in the grass. You're fine.
Oh, it's grass. Okay, yeah. He's just grass though.
There
Bug up his nose.
yeah, there's some seashells in his nose when you pull him up. He's
Jill. Oh, he wasn't just taking a lap.
no,
By the way,
he
I'm Balasar.
oh, how do you do, Balasar? And he shakes your hand, and he's got a very strong grip, but nowhere near as strong as yours.
Even compared to a Dragonborn, it's a bit of a tight grip.
Yeah, it's a fish man, so
Man among fishmen.
And our quiet friend here is Kar-Gash.
he's not there.
Oh yeah.
He went to
I
explore
forgot,
caves.
He's spelunking.
Oh,
I'm
we had another friend with us. He is a large furry person. He is Kar-Gash. Shut up.
I'll kind of wave.
I thought you were in the cave.
But he's not in this game.
Oh, well. Oh, shit. My character friend. Like, oh, we'll get to that.
It's okay.
that
Like
time.
deep in the caves, Kar-Gash will feel the sudden urge to wave.
Yeah.
Their direction.
Just compulsively he waves.
Like, it fucking
With
echoes in his
chilling
head.
accuracy as to where they are relative to him.
Yes.
Can you imagine that it's just like a shot of him staring blankly at the wall with the penguins from Madagascar reverberating in the background? Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I'm Annabelle. This was my ship. I'm quite depressed now. And she pulls a lemon out of the water and starts peeling it. Well, our village isn't very large, but you are more than welcome to come stay with us until we can figure out what to do with you guys. You might want to talk to Captain Hydrus. He's sort of the he was put in charge by those in charge up at the palace.
Okay.
The Emperor and his sons. They're kind of pricks.
Plan.
What was your plan?
Shit here.
You know, that was a great plan, but I wouldn't sit out here for too long. Things get a little weird around here at night.
Weird.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a hag problem.
Hag?
The Witcher 3!
As in,
Particularly a sea witch that likes to eat the entrails of everybody she comes across.
It was so nice to meet you. Would you mind if we went to your village?
her name is Agav. Yeah, you can come with us. I thought you said you had another friend, though, who went...
Village?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
His
Oh,
entrails
Cien.
are useless.
Cien, we met a friend.
Did he just call Annabelle a hag?
No.
I would not do such a thing. I have the utmost respect for people of the opposite gender.
See, that is just song from the Beauty and the Beast.
Balasar.
When I was a lad, I had 12 dozen fish every morning to help me get swole.
It's alright. It's alright, lad. Here, let me help you out. And he grabs Cien by the back of his coat and slings him over his shoulder. We're gonna get you patched up there. When he pats
Kar-Gash.
him on the back, he puts 5 points on the
Aw. Yeah, it's okay, little buddy.
Kar-Gash, as you begin exploring one of these caves, you notice they get deep really fast, but with your dark vision, you're no problem. There's no one inside. Um,
The hag's dead.
Oh no! Oh my god!
you're about 80 feet deep within this cave. You've gone down a bit. Haha. And you notice that the stones aren't... They aren't natural stone anymore. They're carved. And you begin to notice that there are ornamental pillars, although they're old and weathered. As you run your hand along the wall, you notice that there is carvings in the wall. You can't make them out because there's no light, but this seems to be like some sort of old ruin of some sort.
I'm gonna go run back and gather the others.
Okay. You run back and you gather the others?
Yes, I will drag them unwillingly back to the cave so that they can investigate.
As soon as I'm done slinging Cien over my shoulder, Kar-Gash comes out of nowhere, slings Balasar over his shoulder.
This is so awkward.
Fishgone will respond, your friend seems to want to show you something. I'm gonna go back to the village and let them know that you're on your way. And he sort of finger guns at you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharknado.
We'll catch up in a minute.
Have a wonderful time and be safe out there. And let me show you a little greeting from my people. And he puts his right arm directly out. His left arm, elbow in, and he digs his nose into his left shoulder.
You do the hook, you put wait, no.
As he turns around and walks away, he dabs.
We're burning that village.
Is that a way of greeting?
That is a way to say hello and goodbye. Our people say hello and goodbye.
Not wanting to be rude, Grace does the same thing.
Yeah.
He knows what it is.
Balasar doesn't know what to do, but he's got Cien over his shoulder, so he can't do it.
Oh, 101.
Hold
Grace
on.
takes off
I have
after-
a perfect.
I love you, Brett.
I was there when the picture of Britt dabbing was taken.
Oh,
I was too.
Bard shall sing of that day for all eternity.
I don't know the words.
There are no words. It's that magnificent.
I know what to do as bardic inspiration now.
Yeah.
All right. And you all, or some of you, dab in response, and Fishgone seems to trot along back to his village, whistling a jaunty tune, as you all follow Kar-Gash back into this cave.
Hey, now you're a rock star. Get your game on.
Balasar's sword actually begins to light up as you enter this cave.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm still a bit featherbrained right now from getting hit in the head with a fucking coconut, because somebody thought that was a good idea. So, yeah, he's...
Sounds like a hilarious idea.
Hey, you're the one who threw yourself against a tree on the beach.
He doesn't really know. He didn't throw himself on the fucking tree. He just sat down under it, motherfucker.
Okay, still.
It's fine. It worked. He'll just be kind of passed out. He's awake. He's in a daze. I'm just on Balasar's shoulder.
If it makes you feel any better, you can add a coconut to your inventory. Good luck getting it open, but...
I don't know if anybody heard it, but when Balasar was slinging Cien over his shoulder, he patted his back and put 5 points of healing hands into him. Or healing touch.
There you go, little buddy.
Because I think you lost 5 points last.
Exactly the one I lost.
Yeah. And I'm going to put the other 10 points into myself.
Yeah.
Alright. As you all enter this cave, you notice the carvings. And...
That's...
They seem to be sort of pictographs just depicting 6 individuals. They're all stick figures, so you can't really see, but they all have this amulet around their neck. They quite possibly.
Damn it. Holy cost us a ship.
No.
They all seem to be standing facing against a large, probably 7-8 times the size of one of these people, sort of winged creature standing on one knee, clawed with horns, and they all seem to be holding their amulets out towards it as it is being forced back into this sort of cage type thing.
Some sort of prophecy? Well,
Has Kar-Gash put him down yet?
No.
and he hasn't put Cien down either.
Well, you kind of can't put Cien down. He seems to still be very dazed.
But at the same time, Balasar is speaking completely.
Wait, so hold
He's
on.
complete.
You and I are on top of fucking Kar-Gash?
Yep.
There's
Yeah,
Cien's
he's
there's
flying
Cien's
on
face,
my
man.
shoulder,
Cien's very
and I'm
concerned.
flying over Kar-Gash's.
Also, he's realized the position he's in at the moment,
Yeah.
right?
We're a mobile dog pile.
Yep.
But
The 3 biggest are mobile
Yeah.
dog pile.
Thing is, Balasar is calmly analyzing the glyphs on the wall and speaking very casually.
He's just used to Kar-Gash, isn't he?
Yeah. They were on a boat a while before the story started, so he's used to Cien and Kar-Gash's weird shit. He still hasn't gotten used to Horat's, but
You know, you're not sure. Horat's been there probably longer than everyone but Annabelle, and you're not sure about that one still. But yeah, there are these 6 individuals with these totem-like amulets that are sealing away this large demonic creature.
Guys, there were 6 islands with weird symbols on them.
right. Seems to be a popular number. That's a weird coincidence.
6, 3, 4s, and 7s, man. I don't know. They seem to be magic numbers.
Yeah.
Don't forget 12s.
Yeah, 12s as well.
Wonder what these symbols mean, though.
Roll an insight check.
Turtle gem?
He was on about a journal when we were above deck before the fish. I didn't see it. It might be one of those little dot things where you're supposed to see a sailboat, but I never see it.
Oh, or like one of those little puzzle things where it looks different to everybody. Like some people
Yeah.
see a lady or some people see a bunny.
Yeah, Jack. I saw one that was a duck and a rabbit. Oh, what a marvelous day that was. Yes.
You okay?
Careful, there's someone getting whipped cream in their mouth right now.
Actually, no.
It's not you from Kar-Gash.
Yeah.
Oh, God!
Oh. Ooh.
Hold on now.
Grace, what? She wouldn't say something like that.
That was 100% Tori.
Me. That was me.
You all hear the sounds of grinding stone.
What's that noise?
I believe it's
A dog.
Can I cast dancing? Well, no, I actually.
My sword's
Yeah.
illuminating shit.
Yep. You don't see anything. You just hear grinding stone.
Wait a minute. How far away is the exit? Or the way
Wait
we
a
came
minute.
in?
How are baby golems made?
Oh my god.
I believe it's about 60 feet behind you.
Blocks together.
Would we be able to notice any light differences?
Yes, you would.
At this? Is the light going away?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, it's a mating pair of rock gnomes.
Oh my god.
That's not how rock gnomes work, but
It is now.
I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
I think that's actually where we're going to leave it for today. So,
This looks-
Don't be right back. See?
We're down a ship and full barrel of lemons and limes.
oh, and Grace has also been kidnapped by a cult. There is that.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Cien's got a concussion.
Today was eventful.
That has been a real life Disney movie.
But, you know, on the upshot, we know there are coconuts. And that's just basically, you know, super tropical limes.
You know? Yeah. Oh, and for any of you curious, the creature in the carving does look exactly like the good boy.
Good boy.
Wonderful.
Good boy. What?
This good boy.
This good boy.
Yeah.
Yay!
No glowing eyes, sadly.
Oh.
Hey man, he looks like he just wants to have a beer, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's like he's
And consume the souls of every mortal on the plane, but you know,
Ah,
it's
just
besides the point, you know. But yeah.
Also, Britt,
Hello!
something I forgot to say earlier.
Oh,
Less than 17 days until Venture Brothers.
wait, this is holy shit! Is it August?
It's gonna be August 7th or 6th
That's
or
wonderful,
7th.
that's wonderful, that's wonderful. Hold on, I'm gonna clear my calendar, like right now, I'm gonna do it physically. There we go. Now, I'm not doing anything on the 7th, this is shit, I pressed F11. What is it? What is
Well,
that? What is it?
I'll
What
have
is
to-
it? What?
Premiere day.
Beer day? Beer day?
Premiere. It could be a beer day.
What's up?
Yeah, it could be a premiere beer day.
About the brothers.
The 7th Tuesday, a Tuesday of every variety.
yes.
Because you know, the 7th is a wonderful day. Because on the 7th, I will be there on the 7th, and then we will watch it. And you know, honestly, you
Well,
can no longer tip up the barrel on the
I
Brother
think it's
Jetfire.
Hopefully.
I
Is
think
it?
it's
I don't remember.
I'll find the video that says it.
yeah.
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 Actually, I showed you that video. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's the one that showed us that Dr. Orpheus
Yeah,
is
I'm
going to be in the season.
happy Facebook.
And the other members of the Order of Triad.
That makes me so fucking happy that he's back because I was worried that with the last season they just sort of silently written him out.
Yeah.